can hear myself real quick on here. Okay, hi YouTube. We're back. We're gonna test it out for a second. Let me make sure I can hear myself on here. I can hear myself on here. Okay, there we go. Thank you. I appreciate that, Ela. Okay. All right, we're back. Y'all should be able to hear me. Okay, so this is take 2. If you're just now joining, we have some signs on the list already. So we're gonna go with those signs, and I'm adding the rest. Let me close this out. Okay, everybody can hear me? We good? Okay. All right, so far we got Sagittarius, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Leo, Cancer. I see Virgo. All right, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. All right, so today's a full moon, y'all. All right, so that's the theme of the readings today. Of course, whatever comes out, comes out. I'm not, forcing or whatever. But the full moon is in the Virgo Pisces polarity. So what that means is like the energy that Virgo and Pisces represent, we will be illuminating that, right? The sun illuminates whatever is hidden. So Virgo is about our health, our work, our career, things that we want to do for our body, things that we want to remain consistent in, all right? Pisces is the opposite of that. Those are things that we like to enjoy, indulge in. These are like fantasies, things that we dream about. It could be illusions. So it's basically like reality versus illusions there, okay? It is also squaring Uranus in Gemini. So that can also bring out like unexpected news surrounding these themes. And it can also like bring an unexpected shift in how we view something, right? Gemini is our own perspective, okay? Also, like Pisces is known to be like the more spiritual energy, whereas Virgo is earthly. So there's probably going to be some sort of like breakthrough shakeup when it comes to your reality and your spirituality in combination. All right, so that's just in general though. All right, so again, the order we got Sag, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Leo, Cancer. Oh, I put Virgo twice. Okay. Did I see? Okay, we got Taurus. All right, I think we got everybody so far. If there's any other signs that you guys want to see, keep dropping them in the chat. This is take 2 for the YouTube, so that's why we had other signs. I know Leo was first here, but we was on here already. Unfortunately, he had some technical difficulties. All right, in between, guys, if you got, oh yes, Capricorn, your Capricorn rising. If you guys have any personal questions, you can do the $5 Cash App questions, all right? And you can do Super Chat if you're on YouTube. My Cash App's up here. TikTokers for YouTube is in the description box, or PayPal for those in a different like country and all that. If you are new to watching me, the readings will be about 10 to 15 minutes each. If you're lower down the list, come on back. If you got to take a break, whatever, we'll be here. If you're on TikTok, this will be up on YouTube timestamped. All right. So we got Sag, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Leo, Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, and Aries. Okay. All right. So we're going to get started. We're going to see what the full moon energy is bringing overall. And then we'll see, card of advice for you. That's how we'll do it today, since these are the full moon readings. All right, Sagittarius, so y'all are first up. Happy birthday to the Virgos, by the way. Shout out to them. All right, Sagittarius, what is the overall theme of the full moon for you, Sagittarius? Let's see. What is the overall full moon theme for yourself? Interesting. Ignore. All right, so this could have been something that you ignored before, or you may realize something you've been ignoring. Like we say, the full moon illuminates things, but we're going to see. So literally ignore. That is the theme. Okay. All right, that's interesting. We'll clarify it in a second. So what energy is best for you to be in for yourself, Sagittarius? Let's see. What energy is best for you to be in for yourself? Okay, community. All right. So surround yourself with community. You know, y'all are like my little community here. Or family, friends. You may want to network. Any networking events that you have this weekend, if you want to go out, it'll be a good time for you to go out here. All right, so what effect will community have for you? Let's see. What effect will community have for you, or what kind of energy will it bring? Oh, wow. All right, Sagittarius, yourself. All right, so you would be, I mean, you're coming out as yourself there. Maybe you have a community of people where you get to be yourself. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So you just get to be yourself here. What other role do you get to play here, Sagittarius? So I feel like you just need support, or you have people around you or something like that. Okay, the part about you is sadness. So maybe that's why you need people around you. Sadness can just be a regret. Okay, what might be making you sad here? We'll see what ignore is. What might make you sad, or what might you have regretted? Let's see. Money inflow and authority. Okay, you don't like that you received money. Maybe you don't like what you did with money that you received. Why would, that's interesting. Maybe you feel like receiving money has authority over your life, or like, oh, I gotta hurry, I gotta worry about making money. You may feel like that controls some sort of element of your life here. Got Taurus. Okay. Or maybe you feel like somebody else has authority over your life. That's interesting. All right, so what's being ignored? Because sadness with money inflow. I'll think about that. All right. What might be ignored here with this card? Oh, okay. Money outflow. Okay. What's odd is that there was a time where there was a reading that I did for Sag a couple of weeks ago that said ignore how much something costs because you have to do it. But in this case, do not ignore how much you're spending on something or how much money you have to spend. Okay. That's odd. Okay, ignoring money outflow. Okay, let's see. So if that's odd. What do you regret is money inflow. All right. Oh, you know what that could be too? I'll explain this in a better way. It could be maybe you regret the career path that you chose. That could be a thing too. Like you were getting money for it, but you wish you would have did something different. That could be that too. Because you could definitely receive money and just not like what you do for a living or something like that. That could be what that is. All right. So let's see. Let's see what else. Let's get 8 cards here. Let's see. So it could be a regret about choosing what you did or something like that. Okay, so there's the Ace of Pentacles. So you receive an opportunity. There's a 10 of Swords, 9 of Pentacles. All right, getting more information, the 3 of Pentacles. The Ace of Cups, the Fool. So I feel like there's something that you did not know. You're going to realize, like, you have the money, but maybe you're like, damn, I could have went to school for this, or I could have made money like this. I mean, that's kind of, because I'm trying to make it make sense. I don't know why you'd be necessarily sad about receiving money. But yeah, so it's just about, oh, damn, I wish I would have did this. There's a new opportunity there. There's a new way of looking at something. All right, you got the 3 of Cups and then the World. So you got the Fool, the 3 of Cups, and then the World. This could be the community here. Like something is simple, easy. You get to have friends or things like that. This, like I said, maybe receiving money has authority over your life. Maybe that's all you're thinking about right now. Or, you know, you can't, maybe you need to be around friends and family. Because something goes from start to finish really quickly here. If you have community. So I feel like that's the key to something today. All right, so let's see what else. What's the... What are you starting with the Fool card? And then we're going to see what information you found out with the 3 of Pentacles. Okay, so you're starting flaunt. Okay, how does it come full circle? What's completed here? Okay, lust. All right, so this could be like indulging, having fun, things that you enjoy. That could be that Pisces energy, right? So we talked about Virgo and Pisces polarity. If money is controlling what you're doing, or that's all you're constantly thinking about, you have Virgo, that's that energy. Pisces is the energy where you're having fun or enjoying yourself, okay? All right, so let's see what else. What don't you like about the money that you received? I feel like it's the way you did it, or okay, repetitive cycle. Maybe it's boring. What else is repetitive about it? Maybe it was a boring job or a boring career or something like that. Let's see. Okay, you've got worried, restraint, and encouragement, and then desire. So this is the thing. It's like, that's why we have lust here. I feel like you don't get to do something you enjoy, or you didn't get to do something that you enjoyed. Or you kind of, because you're worried maybe about spending money, you kind of restrain yourself from chasing something that you want to do. Now, I'm not telling anybody to go spend a bunch of money, but I feel like this is about knowing that there's different ways to get it. That could be why community is here, because you need different opinions. All right, let's see what else community will bring here for you. Because you have Sag energy there. Let's see. Okay, you got the Eight of Cups. There's a Temperance. So I'm assuming you get to more so be yourself, because you keep coming out as Sagittarius. Yeah, the Six of Swords, the Five of Cups. Maybe you get to, the way I would look at this, because there's the sadness part, maybe you get to teach people what you regretted about, or like, yeah, I could have did this, that, and the third, or I wish I would have, but it's like people need to hear that or something. All right, I'm not sure if you're the sad one though. Maybe you're talking about something you were sad about before, like, yeah, I regretted doing this. I wish I could have, you know, like I said, you wish you would have did something different. So what else are you doing as the Temperance? Because you are coming out as yourself. All right, so you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. I feel like people are listening. So it's like you walked away from something and then you start teaching about it. That could be something that you're doing, like a motivational thing. Letting people know, okay, I made this mistake before, I should do this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so let's see. What else are you doing in the Temperance? I'm going to see what the Eight of Cups is too. Okay, so you're being honest about something that doesn't look good, unpromising, and honesty. So this could be something that you thought you could have done, and you're like, I did this too, I don't really like this, but you are being honest. Okay. All right, what are you being honest about here? So that is what Sag energy is. What else are you being honest about? So I feel like you're telling people this. Okay, ground yourself. Okay. When I did the career readings yesterday, Libra's advice was ground yourself. So I don't know if there's any Libras watching or any Sagittarius that have a Libra placement. Okay, but that could be it. You're like, yeah, ground yourself. Or this could even be too, like, maybe you get a certain sum of money and you're isolating yourself. It's like you still need people around, or you still want to you still want to network or know people or have friends, things like that. So what are you walking away from that causes you to do this here? Let's see. Because you're walking away from something else. Okay, your intuition is here. All right, it's almost like okay, so no matter what's going on, you are coming out as yourself. You're trusting your gut. You're surrounded by people. You're showing up as yourself, Sagittarius twice. So I feel like you're going to tell a story, teach this, whatever, whatever this may be. What else is your intuition telling you to do? Hold on, y'all. You got incomplete came out. Let's see. What else is your intuition telling you to do? I don't know. That's odd, though. Yeah, it's out of your hands. Okay. Something's telling you that it's out of your hands. Maybe you're like, yeah, I have to be around people. It doesn't matter. Or like, so what element of this is out of our hands here? But you know that. Ooh, sorry, y'all. Y'all know the cards are slippery when they're new. All right, so what else is out of your hands here? And then we'll clarify. Or we'll get the outcome. Okay, you got Secret in Gemini. All right, I don't know, but you're here. You're showing up as yourself, so don't question it. You're going to be around a community of people. I feel like the most logical way that I could look at this with sadness and money inflow, I feel like it's about what you wanted to get money for or doing. All right, so that's the best way I could look at it, because there's a lot of people that make a lot of money and hate their jobs, or even if you don't make a lot of money, people hate their jobs all the time. So that could be, that's the most logical thing I could see with that. Or like, if you're spending too much money or something like that and you wish you still had the money that you had, but the sadness came from money inflow. So that's the thing. I feel like it's like, man, I wish I would have chose a different path, or like there's a million ways that I could have made money instead of doing this, that, and the third. All right, let's see. All right, so what's the outcome for the Sagittarius is? And then this will probably, you got to observe. What else will you observe here? Since you have community, I'm sure that you're going to come out in somebody else's reading. All right, you got arrogant, dogmatic, and take action. So you observe arrogance. There's an arrogance of something that forces somebody to take action. That's what you're going to observe or notice. Okay. What is somebody going to do out of arrogance? You're going to observe this. Interesting. The bright side. Okay, that's why you're coming out as unpromising and honesty. You're being honest with people. You're trying to show them like, no, legit, like, let me help you. Like, because maybe you're telling people like, yeah, I made this mistake, or, but out of arrogance, someone's going to try to look at the bright side of something, even though you're being honest about it, maybe not working out. Okay. If you ever do your own cards and you're pulling something and it's telling you that it's unpromising, listen to that. If it's giving you, you know, if you have this deck and it's telling you, I would listen to that. So out of arrogance, somebody's going to look at the bright side. Okay. All right. Well, that's your reading, Sagittarius. So your advice is community. All right. So put yourself out there, network. Of course, if that is a situation where you're like, damn, I regret like the career path I'm on, you definitely should go out and network or things like that. I know like in the big cities, they'll have like networking events and stuff. So maybe there's something this weekend you could do. Community can also, like I said, just be your friends and your family. This could be something online where you're able to network, like LinkedIn or something like that. So just, you know, take a look at that. But I'm sure if you're coming out in community, you're probably going to come out in somebody else's reading. So let me write this down. Okay, Aquarius is next, y'all. We don't have all the signs yet, I don't think. We're missing Gemini and somebody. Let me see. We got Aries, Taurus. We don't have Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra. Oh, Scorpio. So we got Gemini and Scorpio is last. I'll put those on there. All right. Okay, Aquarius is next. We're doing full moon readings, y'all. Welcome, everybody. If you're on TikTok, we're also on YouTube. Same for Kick and Twitch. Yeah. Watch the beginning of the video for the full moon energy. All right, so Aquarius, thank you for the compliments, guys. What's the overall energy for my Aquariuses? Let's see. What's the overall energy for the Aquariuses here? Okay, lust. Now, we've been pulling this back to back to back to back. Like all day. Okay, so another way that I learned to read this with lust is like it is something that you desire that is attainable. Okay, so that's one thing. You can have it. It is there. It's not out of reach. I'm also getting to, of course, we know what lust is, something being attractive or like making something alluring, but that is what's going to be illuminated for you during the full moon. What else about lust here? And then we'll see what energy you should be in, Aquarius, for yourself. Interesting. Triggered. Okay. So something attractive may trigger somebody. There's an attractive person. There's a person next to them that is either annoyed, insecure. They're not envious because we have an envious card, but they're mad. Okay, they're triggered about somebody that is attractive. Okay. Or maybe somebody's able to have something that they desire and somebody else is annoyed by that. What triggers this person about this attractive energy? That they're also helpful? What? All right, so somebody's attractive and they're also helpful. And that bothers somebody? Well, okay, so let's dig into this then. So what is this person helpful with? Let's see. With a transformation. All right, so we allow some, you know, transformation is different than my relocate card because you don't have to get up and leave, but it's like somebody's able to stay where they are. Somebody's going to help you, or I don't know who they're helping. Basically, they help people in general. And it's like, okay, you don't have to leave or stop doing what you're doing. You can fix, you know, you can fix something up right here. So what is the lust card? I guess, what is that energy help? Like, how do they help? Okay, bravery. All right, they're just brave enough to help people. Okay, so what? So somebody's annoyed by that, basically. So who might be triggered? So somebody's like that attractive person. They're helping people transform, or they're helping people change, or this really nice business. They help people transform things or whatever. Okay, who might be triggered here? A Gemini. Okay, so a Gemini is triggered by this, or this is just somebody's mental, the way that they think. They feel they're bothered by the fact that somebody is both good looking and they're helpful. Okay. What would make this person feel more confident, I guess? If somebody was ugly? Yeah, desire. Exact. See, I told y'all, what did I say lust was? I said lust is desiring something and it's within reach. You're able to have it. So somebody's like, no, I don't want you to be able to have that. That's what it is. Somebody is able to have something. It's like it's within reach for them. Okay, well, let's continue. Let's see. What? We got to hide that person. Hold on. Somebody said, I don't know if they joking or not. You getting hidden. Ain't no, this video specifically says that it is not made for kids. So I don't know if they joking or playing, talking about they 12 years old. You ain't gonna get me. You're not catching me up. Get on out of here. Okay. But yeah, so I feel like somebody is mad. They want something to be out of reach for someone. Okay, this of course could be you, Aquarius. Thank you for the perfume. All right, so what energy should you be in, Aquarius? For yourself? Okay, so you have money inflow. So I feel like you must get paid to do this. I'm going to assume it's you. You're doing something you desire. You're able to help something fix or change or transform. You have money inflow, so accept the money. Pretty much take the money. All right. Okay. It looks like you do this, you do something like this for a living. All right. Yeah, all right. Where else will you generate income from? So I feel like you get to do something you desire for a living here. Okay, so it looks like it's going to come from an unexpected source. What do you typically expect your money to come from here? Okay, Virgo, working, Virgo, if you know a Virgo, or you may think that a Virgo is going to give you money, but literally Virgo rules work. We talked about the full moon being in Virgo and Pisces. So where would the income come from for you? Or something dealing with Pisces. Okay, I'm also getting, okay, so incomplete. I'm also getting, you think something has to be perfect before it's done. So something doesn't have to be perfect. What's missing from this thing? So something's not even finished yet, or it's missing something. So what might be missing from the situation? Interesting. Flaunt. So something's not visible, and we may think that we should, or we may think that we can show it off, or like maybe you think you have to do something publicly to receive money. You don't have to. Something doesn't have to be put out there. It doesn't have to be shown to everybody. It doesn't have to be like perfect. Okay, very interesting reading there. Okay, so let's focus on you with the money inflow first. Let's see. So what's your energy with money inflow, Aquarius is? Okay, there is a Queen of Swords. So this is your energy. You are an air sign. You might be trying not to do it. The Queen of Swords is typically cutting something off. Like I said, it's coming from somewhere unexpected. Where do you think it's going to generate from with Virgo energy? The Five of Wands. Okay, this is real good. It's going to be all over the place. All right, where is it actually coming from for you? Oh, yourself. Yeah, the Star. So it's something that you're able to do. It's just coming. It's coming to you. It's coming to yourself. Maybe you think a Virgo is going to get it, or you're fine. You got Aquarius, Death card, Three of Pentacles. So you may find out, you may have a Scorpio placement, like a Scorpio rising, Scorpio moon. All right. Interesting. Okay, so it's going to come from you. It's going to come from something that you budgeted for or something that you invested in. Now, I don't know what this lust part is, but all right, so I feel like you get to, you're getting, maybe that's what it is. You're getting money for what you desire to do, or you like what you do. You enjoy your job, or you have a nice, you have a nice career going. Okay. So what else is the lust energy? Let's see. Yeah, there's Gemini. It is a Gemini that's triggered. Yeah, Gemini is mad about that. Like, literally, they're mad. They're attacking you for that. So maybe this is somebody you work with. It definitely could be someone you work with here. Don't let this be like a mentality within yourself. Like, I wouldn't, if you're wondering about somebody else, focus on your own money or something like that. But damn. Okay, your reading is pretty straightforward. If it's your own mindset and you think something's not attainable, it actually is. You're able to get the money from it. Let's see what else. Okay, so let's see what the issue is, because somebody like is able to change something or transform it. Maybe it could be as simple as like somebody gets to like, what would you be transforming? Like maybe somebody gets to resell things, or they're like an interior designer, or they're like fixing up homes, or they get to be a construction worker or some shit, or somebody's like a plumber, like whatever it is, somebody gets to do what they want, I'm assuming independently, and it transforms the situation. So what is it before this person helps? Again, this can be your energy. What is it before the help part? Okay, we got the Queen of Cups. What is it transformed into? Okay, the Four of Wands. So I feel like somebody's energy is there helpful. They make somebody that is doing something on their own. They're like, okay, no, we can partner up. I'm going to help you. Don't worry about this. Again, the Four of Wands can represent a home, represent a house. But yeah, I feel like, so like I said, like interior design or making something look more stable. And somebody's triggered by that. All right, well, somebody does not want an individual to be able to do what they like or love or enjoy, and that is the reading. So that was pretty straightforward. You guys have money inflow, so go take the money. I wouldn't worry about that. All right, so we're gonna do Pisces next. So far, guys, we just did Sag and Aquarius. Let me write my little notes down. Okay, thank y'all. I appreciate y'all. What is going on, y'all? Okay. I don't know what what is going on. You said okay, so we're going to read this and we're going to clip this, guys. Somebody is saying that they are homeless. I don't sleep with anyone. I am homeless because I choose to be and not taking no money. She is listening to demons. So because I'm telling somebody to do something for money, I didn't mention sex at all, by the way. I didn't say sex one time. But because I'm advising Aquarius to do something that they love for money, I'm listening to demons. This is a perfect example of spiritual psychosis. Do not be so spiritual that you are broke and homeless, okay? Please do research or try your best to find out how to get money. We live in a material world. We have to take care of ourselves. You can be homeless if you want to, but money does not automatically equate to demons, okay? So I had to respond to that. It's perfect to clip. And now we can hide the person. I don't know what is going on, but please ground yourselves, guys. All right? Please ground yourselves, okay? Please. I cannot stress that enough, okay? You need a balance. You need a balance between spirituality and real life. That's the world we live in. If I sat here and did cards all day and didn't try to make things and create things and come up with new ideas and do research on investments and look for jobs and blah, 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 I would be broke. You cannot live like that. It is not good, okay? I'm just letting you know. Okay, now because I know a lot of people, when you get into spirituality, you go down a rabbit hole where you want to be non-materialistic and, you think you are above people who go for money and things like that. That is not, please, don't fall down that rabbit hole. I want this to be the most realistic tarot reading channel that you see. That is my goal. If I'm not helping you in the 3D, because people want to always talk about the 5D and all that other stuff. If I'm not helping you in real life, stop watching me. And I'm not playing. Because when I went on my spiritual journey, there were so many tarot readers that didn't help me understand a damn thing. Okay? I've been through it. I've seen it. There's a lot of tarot readers that are, I'm going to just keep it a buck, not all the way in reality. Okay? Please. That's all I have to say. That's the end of that disclaimer, and I'm dead ass. I'm not playing. If you find yourself not finding any solutions, please stop watching. I tell y'all that all the time. This is just one element of life, okay? You got to mix and match all the elements. You got to have spirituality. You got to have real life. You got to be able to manage your emotions. There's moments where you got to be selfish. There's moments where you got to be compassionate. You have to have a balance. Everything is a balance in real life. You cannot sit and do tarot cards and pray and all that without taking any action or without trying to do anything. Okay? I'm telling you right now, that's just point blank period. While I'm doing this for work, y'all are watching me while you're at work, but then boom, you need to go. We're all doing different things. We're all implementing different things, okay? Okay, please, seriously. That's all I gotta say. All right, so we're gonna do Pisces next. All right, I know spiritual psychosis is a real thing. It has happened to me long ago. It is a very real thing. Dude, that is why I always warn people about it. Do not fall into a spiritual psychosis, okay? Look at this like when you go to the doctor and you get your prescriptions, you take your prescriptions as needed. If you take the whole bottle, you will overdose. That's how I want you to look at it. It's something that's helpful. It helps you meditate. It helps you calm yourself down. It helps you make the right decisions. But you still have to take actions. You still have to do things in addition to that, okay? All right. That's it. Now we can continue. We're going to do Pisces. That was, the moon was mooning with that. That was very on brand for a Pisces Virgo full moon. All right, Pisces. So what is the overall energy for you? The full moon is in your sign. So the moon is in your sign today, y'all. for the next couple of, I guess, maybe one more day. The moon is like in a sign for maybe like 2 days, 2.5 days or something like that. All right, Pisces. So what's the overall energy for my Pisces? Let's see. Lust again. So I'm glad we blocked them because they're going to have a heart attack. This does not always mean sex, y'all. It means that a desire is attainable, okay? So something can be attractive, something is alluring. So in your case, what is the energy surrounding lust? You may want to watch the Aquarius reading because it was the same card. All right, so what's the energy surrounding lust for you during this full moon, Pisces? Let's see. Okay, we've got status quo. All right. So in this case, something fits in. This is the norm. This could be like a, what do they call it? What's it called? Not a traditional beauty, but like the standard of beauty or something like that. All right, so we're talking about beauty standards, or somebody is able to fit in, or this can be somebody's desire. They desire to fit in. They want something to be the norm. All right, what else is the norm with status quo? And then we'll get what energy you're supposed to be in here. What else is the norm with status quo here? Okay, we've got Libra energy. So if we're talking about Libra's energy, this can be partnerships, diplomatic, like maybe everybody is married or everybody has business partners or everybody is teaming up here. So there could be a Libra that has a certain beauty standard, or they fit in like they're a typical beauty or whatever. All right. Got Libra, Capricorn. Okay. All right, so what energy should you be in here? What energy should you be in here, Pisces, for yourself? Oh, okay, so I'm promising. All right, so that might be what was in the Sag reading then. Okay, so something might not be positive here. Let's see, what's unpromising in this scenario? Hold on, guys. Let me plug in. My computer is dying. Hold on one second. Okay, there we go. All right, so what might be unpromising in this scenario? Actually, I should say, what are you trying to accomplish? What's your intended outcome that may not work out? Okay, Scorpio energy. So with Scorpio energy, that you may want to work out with a Scorpio, be with a Scorpio, date them. If that's the case, that may not be a great idea. But when we talk about Libra going to Scorpio, Libra is partnership. Scorpio is merging it together like on a more deeper level, right? So the metaphor that I would look at that for is like Libra is going on a date. Scorpio is actually the relationship. Okay, or so something may not go to the next step. Also, Scorpio rules energy of like investments, contracts. I'm also getting transformation. If you do things, if you're trying to transform something or change it, that may not work. This may be a scenario where you have to leave something behind and start all over, but we'll clarify what else this is too. So what might not work out with the Scorpio energy here? Rest, unexpected, and restraint. So maybe you think something's going to be peaceful or calm. What's going to occur instead with the Scorpio energy? Something's not going to be peaceful or calm. Okay, we've got detached. So if this is about anything emotional, like if you do want to merge together or date somebody, somebody is emotionally detached from this. Now, Scorpio is a water sign, so you may need that energy of like, when there's emotions attached to something, of course we want to commit to it. Of course we want to sign a contract for it, things like that. So just be prepared for that. What else are we emotionally detached from? And then I'll get the tarot here. So this looks kind of like relationship energy. If this is a, okay, we got Virgo. If this is a career, right? If this is a career thing, I feel like somebody separates work from friendships. So I want to put that out there. Thank you for the gift. Somebody may separate work from friendships, professionalism from friendships. So just keep that in mind. Somebody is not going to be like emotionally attached, or like if you go above and beyond in the workplace, they're not going to give you, you know, extra brownie points. If this is a relationship, I feel like a Scorpio is emotionally detached from a Virgo. All right. Yeah, there you got Virgo, Sagittarius, and community, and then we got commit. Okay. So I feel like somebody, they don't care, or how could I put these elements as well? I'm going to continue. Okay, so just keep that in mind if these are people. Let's get a card. You may have Virgo, Sagittarius placements as well. All right, so let's see. Yeah, the King of Swords, Four of Swords, because you think something is calm or peaceful, but the King of Swords is an energy where it's like completely cold. So instead of something being calm, it's like more of a don't care at all. I don't know how to explain that better. But the Three of Wands, Page of Cups, you got the Six of Cups. Yeah, if you're trying to be compassionate or get somebody to be compassionate, this is a card for me where something's unequal. Like you will be more compassionate than the other individual. All right, when I get sixes, that's just how I read it. But when I get sixes in the tarot, I look at sixes as something is in balance, right? Ooh, that's like 6, 7, but no bullshit. But like one person is doing more than the other. All right, so you got the Page of Wands. There's the King of Pentacles. Okay, there's the High Priestess. So try to calm yourself down. In this case, I look at this as like meditation. All right, but we'll see what else the High Priestess, what your intuition is telling you. What else is your intuition telling you here? Okay, literally, I feel like also this message, I feel like too, something is evident. It's evident that they're detached. Yeah, there's the Scorpio right there. They may have found out information, and that could be why they're detached. But I feel like literally their plan is to consider themselves here. Aries energy is the opposite of Libra. All right, so again, remember the beginning of this was status quo, was Libra, partnerships. Okay. There's a Judgment and a Temperance. All right, yeah, the Eight of Cups, that's the detached energy. We talked about that. We said a Scorpio is detached from Virgo, Sag energy, but I'm pulling Sagittarius twice. So somebody's just detached from that energy, or you have that, you know, you have those placements. Because you want some, I feel like too, when we're talking about going in order, right? Like I said, we go Libra, Scorpio, and then Sagittarius. I feel like the Scorpio would have to care, or whatever's going on when we're merging together, or whatever we're doing when we're doing this contract, they would have to care for it to get to the next level. Because what other energy do you want with Scorpio energy here with rest? I just want to clarify that, because that's kind of odd. Yeah, Taurus. Okay, you want something to kind of stay the same. Taurus is an energy where we're still in our natural state, or we're still in the beginning stages. Okay, we've got secret. You may also want a Scorpio not to say something. If that's what it is, if you think somebody's going to keep a secret for you, I do feel like they told someone. They could have told an Aries. So something's not a secret. Peace can also, like I said, be being quiet, calm, things like that. I feel like somebody may not care enough to not keep something quiet. All right, so what will you do now that you know this after unpromising here? What else can you do for yourself? Okay, you got flaunt. So you would be proud to, you know, take the advice or whatever. Yeah, solution. There's a solution to what you desire. There's triggered again. So I don't know if there's a Gemini floating around. They was triggered before. But yeah, no, you would be happy that you have a solution to this. The solution is, you know, this now. That's the solution, is you have the knowledge to know that somebody's detached from the outcome. All right. What else is the outcome for you here, Pisces? Let's see. Okay, you got Aquarius, so an Aquarius may help you. That just reminded me of something. I need to write that down. Okay. Now, if this is not dating, another way I could say this too, if you're like, say you have a Scorpio child, Pisces, and you're trying to get them to do something or commit to something, they do not care about that hobby, or they don't care about that career path. I wouldn't waste your time doing it. All right. So I just wanted to throw that out there. If you have a placement, say you got like a Scorpio rising, and you want to do something publicly, you will not care enough to like see it through or something like that. All right, so that's the general for Pisces. We're going to do Taurus next. Let's see. Those of you just now joining, these are general, guys. All right, so these are general. Just want to throw that out there. If you have personal questions, y'all can do the $5 Cash App, PayPal, or Super Chat questions. Hi there on Kick. You have a Pluto and Scorpio. One thing I would say about Pluto placements, guys, they are generational. So if you want to apply like that sign, I would more so look at like what house it's in. And so that may apply to that area of your life. All right. So it might apply to like say you had Scorpio in the 3rd house. That would mean that you could be detached from your neighborhood, right? So because it's generational. All right. So Taurus. Because, you know, it's the last planet. So it's going to take a while to get to the next sign. You could look at it like that. All right, Taurus is next. Let's see. All right, so what energy should my oh, well, let me rephrase it. We're doing full moon readings. Y'all know what's the overall energy for the full moon? No problem. What's the overall energy for the full moon for the Tauruses? No problem. Okay, the overall energy is money outflow, okay? So we have to spend some money, or money has to go somewhere. So what are we spending money on? I don't know if this is you, but this is what, okay, we got Leo energy. It may come back out. All right, so we're spending money on a Leo, but we're going to reshuffle real quick. Let's see. All right, what else are we spending money on here, Taurus? Okay, relocate. So we're spending money to leave. Okay, somebody's like, okay, we got to leave. All right. Where were we before? Or we got to spend money to change something altogether. Something cannot be transformed. Okay, there's manipulation. And then we're going where? So somebody could have been getting manipulated. We're going lust. Okay, this is interesting. So somebody may have been manipulated by maybe in a relationship or something, or at a job. So that somebody has to spend money literally to change and go somewhere else. Now, this could be a career change, somebody doing something that they desire, somebody living somewhere where they desire. All right, again, if you're just now joining, I look at the lust card as also something you desire that is attainable. Okay, so I want to put that out there. Okay, let's see. I'm also getting stopped. Somebody may stop doing something where we're manipulating a situation and going somewhere where there is a natural connection, natural chemistry. Let's see what the manipulation was. Okay, we got honesty flipped back out. That came out in the Sag reading. What was the situation before it was manipulated? Or somebody's energy. Okay, we got professionalism. What was it manipulated into? So somebody was doing their job. Okay. Gosh, danger. So this looks like somebody was doing their job and being professional, but either they were told to do something that was dangerous, or people made it look like somebody that was very professional was manipulated into appearing like they weren't. So it's like maybe somebody's at work and they're doing a great job. We're going to make it look like that person's doing a bad job. What? How did somebody, what did somebody do to manipulate that? So now we have to spend money and leave and go do what we want to do. Yeah, observe. Okay, we got Gemini again. Liar. Somebody lied on somebody. They literally lied. Like, this person's professional. They're doing a great job. They got lied on. You got Taurus, worried and unexpected. Okay, I don't know if this happened to you or this happened around you. I don't know if you believed a lie and thought that somebody wasn't a professional or something like that. All right, so somebody has to spend money to move, or it's costing somebody because it looks like they lost their job or something. All right, what are they? They're relocating to lust. Let's see. So what are they doing with lust here? What do they actually desire to do? Looks like it's like, okay, well, I tried. Yeah, see, there's the triggered thing in helpful again. So it's like a Gemini is lying on somebody because they're attractive and they're a good worker and they're professional. That's what this is. All right, well, what energy should you be in here, Tauruses? Let's see. What energy should you be in for yourselves? Let's see here. So you should be arrogant. Okay, what should you be too arrogant to deal with? You should feel like you are above something, basically. Okay, too arrogant to block or maybe allow somebody to block you. You're like, look, I'm just going to go leave. Maybe somebody did that to you. What would be blocked out? You're like, I'm not, I'm not going to let that block me. Okay, yeah, transformation. That's what somebody helps with. You're like, look, I'm still going to... I feel like for you, you're like, look, I'll change. I'm not leaving. Something costs more money when you leave or something like that. If somebody's able to transform the situation... I mean, I don't know if somebody's able to transform the situation if somebody's lying on somebody. I don't know. But for you, you feel like, yeah, no, I'm going to change it. Okay. All right. So, yeah, don't allow somebody to, I guess, send you away. So if you're wondering, it would cost you money to relocate and move and leave. Or if you switched up, something would mess you up here. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Let's see. Okay, we got the Knight of Cups, the 8 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, there's the Magician. So there's the manipulation. Okay, the King of Wands. That could be the arrogance part. 10 of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, the 3 of Cups. Sagittarius had that as community. But literally somebody is paying money here with the Queen of Pentacles. They're like, okay, fine. I have to move or I have to leave. I have to put money into this or it's costing you money. All right. Okay, let's see what professionalism looked like. What was professionalism here? Yeah, the 9 of Pentacles. So somebody was doing something independently. So what was the manipulation? It looks like it's a liar, a Gemini. Yeah, damn. That's so specific. It's a 7 of Swords. It's a lie. Somebody's lying. Somebody like stole something that somebody worked on. Or they stole, like if somebody did something independently, they literally lied on somebody. What the fuck? Yeah, they stole somebody's work. They stole somebody's idea, their plan, their work. They lied on them completely. Even though somebody was a good worker, I mean, it happens. Especially if you're a black woman in corporate, be prepared. That's what happened at every corporate job, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I feel like that's what it is. Somebody completely lied on somebody and made them look scary. Okay. All right, so where is this 9 of Pentacles? Where are they going with relocate? So yeah, somebody messed with somebody's livelihood, basically. All right, we got Justice. So they may balance. I mean, I feel like it's balanced out. This is cause and effect. It could be a Libra. Somebody may have to go to court depending on how deep this is or whatever. All right, where are they headed with lust? Looks like they have to do something. Oh, okay, the Empress. So something actually works out better for this person then. Because the 9 of Pentacles is like, I guess maybe somebody didn't have any protection from them and that's why somebody's able to do this. All right, so I feel like the Empress is able to do something on her own, or it's like she was exposed there. This person's exposed. So yeah, you can steal from me or you can lie on me or make me look bad. Yeah, they got the Empress and the Emperor. So I feel like somebody's going to do something either, like if this is the energy within themselves, they're going to find a way to maybe build their own business or work in another company, or if this is somebody with another person, they're going to get a contract going with another individual. They may have to put something in writing now because somebody completely lied. All right, again, like I said, this could be you. All right, where are you at with arrogant energy? Okay, you're the Fool, so you're just going to leave. Okay. All right, yeah, that's an interesting reading. That's it. All right, what else is the outcome here? Let's see, what's the outcome? All right, looks like, yeah, commit. There's a contract here. We got emotional attachment, contemplate, and partnership. So somebody may have another person they can work with now. With that Empress and Emperor energy. Or I feel like, too, somebody's going to be a lot more careful with who they work with. If these are people, you may work better with an Aries instead of a Gemini. So a Gemini is like completely lying on somebody. I told y'all in the beginning, I said Uranus is in Gemini, and it is squaring the full moon. So, all right. Well, that was Taurus. Let me write that down. All right, Virgo. Thank y'all for tuning in, by the way. Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell y'all. If you buy 2 products, you get a free digital download, y'all. All right, so just keep that in mind. Okay, so I feel like the theme of the readings, I don't know if there's still a Gemini watching. Gemini is second to last, but they're not looking too great in other people's readings. So I just want to give you that disclaimer. It's not me. It's just coming out like that. So, oh, wait, I got the wrong timestamp. I put 59. It was a 6. Okay. All right, Virgos. Happy birthday to the Virgos. All right, there is a full moon in your zodiac sign today. All right, so let's see. What's the overall theme for the Virgos here today? We got helpful one to flip. I'm going to keep it because it is coming out several times. Let's get one more for the overall theme. We got helpful. Okay, bright side. Okay, trying to look at something positively. Okay, so what is the bright side of a situation? So helping somebody see the positive here. Detached and liar. So, okay, so the bright side is we're detached from somebody being a liar. We're going to figure, okay, should I keep those? Let me see. I feel like I should keep that. Let's see. I probably should have kept it. What else is the bright side here? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, we got unexpected. Let's clarify what else. So what other energy should you be in here, Virgos? What other energy should you be in? Lust again. So I guess this is just the theme of the week. So something that you desire. What do you desire here, Virgos? It is attainable. You're able to do it. What do you desire that is unattainable? I mean, that is attainable, sorry. So do what you want here. Okay, so status quo. That was similar to the Pisces reading had that too, and Libra was in the status quo. You kind of desire to fit in. Again, like I said, standard of beauty. You might meet the beauty standards or something like that. All right, what else is the standard status quo doing here? What else are you doing here with the status quo? Okay, you've got encouragement, controlling. Let me get one more. We got unpromising. Okay, so we're talking about the bright side. We have unpromising. So there's something where somebody's encouraging somebody to see the bright side or something like that. Okay, we'll see what it is. Let's get tarot and then we'll come back. Scorpio's last today. All right, so let's get 8 cards here. Okay, we've got the 10 of Pentacles, the 4 of Wands, the 7 of Cups, the Hierophant. Okay, so we had there's a large group of people here. That's the status quo. So I feel like this could be a business or somebody that you work for. All right, we're talking about what we can do with this Taurus. All right, we got the 3 of Wands. Here's the Emperor. I just talked about that. The Sun and then the 2 of Pentacles. So somebody is going to look over the rules and regulations to something. We're weighing the choices. All right. I also feel like we're trying to find the reality of something. Something that you want that is involving the status quo is realistic. All right. So I just want to put that out there because the 7 of Cups can be an energy that's not realistic for you. All right. So let's see what else is going on with status quo here. What is everybody doing here in the 10 of Pentacles? Okay, we've got Justice. I said Libra kind of fits in. They fit in with the group, or they have like, I don't know, it's conventional beauty or something like that. All right, yeah, the 6 of Wands. So people are allowing a Libra to be in charge here. Now, in the Taurus reading, we talked about somebody not being, they were made to look like they were dangerous. So they were getting up and relocating, and it came out as Libra as well. It could be the same person, all right, or the same energy. But somebody does fit into this group and they're made to look like very successful. Okay. All right. You could have Libra placements, Virgo, as well. Okay. So let's see what the bright side is. Who's in the 7 of Cups? Something may not be. The 7 of Cups can be a little unrealistic sometimes. The Page of Wands, the Tower, and the Knight of Cups. Somebody's saying something to get attention. Yeah, there's the 9 of Pentacles. That was the reading I just gave. Somebody was making that person that's professional look like they're not. Or making somebody is saying something to change the perspective of that professional person. I feel like that's the unrealistic part. That's not... So the unrealistic part, somebody's like, I wish I could like lie on that person. Everybody should just not trust them. And it may have worked in one place, but I feel like it's not going to work everywhere. So this may be tied to that. Let's see what else. What else is unrealistic here? Because that's the unexpected with the Tower. What does somebody think is realistic? Somebody's not really grounded. Yeah, desire. You have lust. So somebody has an unrealistic desire here. What does this person want that's unrealistic to them? I feel like something may not be unrealistic to everybody, but what's unrealistic to this person? Solution. Yeah, okay. Yeah, irony. I feel like something is an unrealistic solution. Something is not the solution here. Or maybe something can't be solved. Because somebody's sitting here, they're like, okay, maybe they're like, okay, I'm going to take this to court. Or like somebody's like, okay, there has to be rules to this. There has to be a solution to this. And it isn't. Okay. What is the realistic part? What is going to occur that's unexpected? Yeah, dogmatic. So first of all, this is about changing somebody's mindset. That's not going to be changed. They cannot change somebody's mind. Somebody's like, no, there's got to be a solution. Somebody's going to realize that they have a trapped mindset about what they can and cannot fix. What's the issue here that somebody wants a solution for? Restraint. What is somebody restraining themselves from? So that's probably the Emperor. What is someone restraining themselves from? Honesty. Somebody may not want to hear the truth, or There's no, you can't fix that. Somebody can, if they don't want to hear the truth, you can't fix somebody's mindset. That's up to them. How will somebody continue to view a scenario? Commit, Gemini, and take action. Gemini just keeps coming out. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, let's see what restraint and honesty looks like. Somebody's like, no, just be honest. Yeah, I feel like somebody doesn't want to hear the truth, maybe because of how it's coming out. They would rather hear something nicer. Yeah, the 6 of Cups, 2 of Cups. Okay. We talked about Pisces energy. So somebody would rather something be equal, and it's just not. It's not equal give and take, or somebody's like, no, I don't want to hear the truth. I don't want to hear the truth. They would rather hear something like fantastical with a lot of water here, which is on brand for the full moon. What's the truth with honesty? So somebody's like, the truth with honesty, you got the World, the 7 of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and then there's the Wheel of Fortune. Let's clarify that really quick. What else is the truth? I feel like, too, if somebody wants something to go back to the way that it used to be with memories, with the 6 of Cups, it's not. Something is already over with the World card. What else is the truth here? I feel like, true, the honesty is evident. These are major cards. So the truth, we got money inflow, Leo, money outflow. Okay, money's coming in and going out. We talked about somebody spending money to leave. They put money because they had to leave. All right, so we said that already. Okay. Yeah, so there is no solution to something. Somebody has to, they just don't want to hear the truth. So if you're trying to be honest with somebody, they're not going to listen. It just depends on what it is or who it is. They're like, somebody's not going to listen. It doesn't matter. I feel like, too, the truth is like really obvious. It's right there. We can see it, but it looks like it has something to do with money. It looks like a Leo is, they receive money, then the Leo spends the money to leave. Somebody has to leave because they were manipulating someone or something like that. But we have intuition. What else will intuition tell you to do here, Virgos? Oh, okay, Sagittarius, self-care, and then there you go, Virgo, and emotionally attached. So that is what you're going to learn. A Sag is focused more on themselves, or they make sure that they're comfortable. You are emotionally attached here. That's what it is. I don't know if you're dealing with a Scorpio. Hey, welcome. In the Pisces reading, they had that Scorpio was detached from Sag and Virgo. All right, so I don't know what what placements are what. All right. Thank you. All right, let me write my little notes. So to sum that up, somebody is living in a world where they desire a solution. They want to be able to fix the fact that somebody does not want to hear the truth. That is not what's going to happen. Somebody is going to keep the same mindset. They are not going to want to listen to whatever the truth is. They want to believe more so in something that could be a fantasy. But yours boils down to lust and status quo. You do want to be in the norm, like something that you desire is attainable. All right, you can have that, so do not forget that part. All right. Okay, that was Virgo. Okay, so far, guys, we did Sag, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, and Virgo. We got Leo, Cancer, Capricorn, Libra, Aries, Gemini, and Scorpio left. All right, that's what we got left there. I'm sure it's not a brick. It's probably like a pebble. okay? If it was a brick, you would not be on here harassing me on YouTube. You would have somebody that you could use it with, but because you are a loser talking about you're getting bricked up on YouTube, I can assure you it's a little rock, okay? I can tell. Trust me. All right, so we're doing Leo next. It's always easy to tell, ladies. In case you're wondering, it's always easy to tell. All right, so let's see. Don't waste your time with the pebblies. Okay, if you're on TikTok, Kick, or Twitch, we are up on YouTube. It's going to be time-stamped. We're doing Leo next. Also, members, we are going into September. Feel free to send y'all September questions. If y'all join as a member, you get a monthly question. All right. You join as a member on YouTube. It's $5.99. You get a monthly question. The higher tier, you get both decks, guys. That's if you want your own tarot decks, of course. And then we do have the 2 items that you buy. You get a free digital product. And I'm coming up with some really cute astrology merch for y'all. I've been working on that, so I can't wait. It's gonna be very cute. All right, Leos, let's see. Somebody says Scorpios are the worst. All right, let's see, Leos. Hi, Layla. All right, what is the overall situation for my Leos for this full moon? Let's see. What's the overall situation for my Leos in a full moon? Oh my gosh, why does lust keep coming out? I need to, what is that, Pisces energy maybe? That's been coming out like nonstop. Yesterday it kept coming out too. Okay, so I feel like everybody just needs to follow their desires or something. That's the best way. All right, so we're going to see what the lust part is here in your reading. It can definitely be different. Oh my goodness, Patricia. I don't know, girl. Y'all can do the $5 questions though. All right, so let's see. What is the energy surrounding lust here for you? Again, if it's not about sex, it is something that is attractive, alluring, or it is something that you desire that is actually attainable. But this is the overall energy. Y'all know when we're talking about the full moon, we got Virgo opposing Pisces. And that is our reality versus fantasies, dreams, things like that. All right. I did speak on this in the beginning if you want something more detailed for that. I did Pisces at 34 minutes. All right. So let's see. What's the energy surrounding lust here for you guys, Leos? Oh, okay. We got smooth sailing. So, of course, if something is easy here, something is simple. If something is, you know, more attractive, of course, it's going to be easier, or it's easier to attract people to it. It just depends. What else is going easily here? Okay, money inflow. All right, so something is an easy way to generate income. All right, Leos. Now, I don't know if this is you, I'm assuming. So I feel like the combination that I would get for this, if there's something that you desire to do for a living, the reason that it will be easy to generate the income, and this is just my mindset, I have heard people say this before, and I think we may underestimate it a little bit, but I think, like, you know how people say don't chase the money, chase the thing that you love, but I feel like the reason people say that is when you love doing something, you do commit to figuring out how to make it work or what to do with it, and you study it, and you become really good at it, right? So it's like, for me, I like doing tarot because it's like a puzzle to me. So I know, like, I'll be able to do that on YouTube forever. I don't mind doing a 2-hour, 3-hour video on YouTube, okay? Like, I don't mind doing that. So it's because I like doing it. I enjoy it. I'm not like, oh, I got to get on YouTube today. I never feel like that. So I feel like that's the difference, right? Or like, to compare it, when I was an auditor, I hated it. I never liked doing that career. So when it was time to level up, it was like, I don't feel like getting no master's in this. I don't like it anyway. I don't feel like doing a CPA. I don't like this anyway. So even though I could have got more money, the desire to do it or the desire to complete it is a little more difficult when you're solely just chasing the money. Because there's a lot of things you can do to get money that are not desirable, okay? But I feel like in this case, something is easy because somebody enjoys doing it or it's something that somebody desires. But yeah, so there's an easy way to generate the income. So we're going to focus this on you, Leo, because I'm sure everybody wants to know what they can get or, you know, what they can do for finances that's easier for them. So what is easy for you to do here? What's going to, like, there's no obstacles on this route for you is what I mean. Let me clarify that. So when I say easy, there could be situations where you don't have to do much and you receive a lot, but it doesn't mean that you won't have to do work necessarily. It's just not going to be any obstacles or anybody stopping you or blocking you from getting what you know, kind of deserve here. So what route has smooth sailing for you? Let's try to get energy there. We got ground yourself. Let's see what else. What might be smooth sailing or easy for you to do here? And then we'll see what other energy you should be in. Okay, so do it solo. All right, so in this case, it's going to be easier for you to get something if you're doing it on your own, okay? You may want to add a friend to it. You may want to try to convince somebody else to do it. Do it on your own, all right? Maybe you want your boyfriend in it. You want your, you know, you want your girlfriend to come with you or something like that. Do it on your own, okay? People don't like when I say that. I didn't tell you. The cards did, okay? So that will make it easier for you. All right, what other energy should you be in for yourself, Leo? Okay, contemplate. All right, so if you have contemplate and you're trying to figure out what to do, we're going to see what else you need to contemplate about. But if this is like a route, like a business or something, typically when I get do it solo, of course, that could be entrepreneurship. It just depends. Or like a side hustle, or even if you're trying to change career industries, anything like that, you are able to find the information on your own, okay? So do not doubt yourself. There is so much information on the internet, y'all. There's so much on the internet. Please use YouTube University, depending on what you're trying to do. All right, what else do you need to contemplate about here, Leos? So do something solo. I would not incorporate somebody else here. A lot of cards. Okay, so you got Sagittarius, Leo, there you go, have faith, and a repetitive cycle. All right, so it could be something with spirituality. We're going to see what the repetitive cycle is for you. You could have a Sag placement as well. If there's any Leos that have gotten personal questions from me, maybe I keep giving you the same advice or, you know, something like that. All right, but what else is a repetitive cycle for you with, it could be just spirituality in general if you don't know a Sag, but I am a Sag, okay? But outside of that, it could just be a spiritual journey or some type of spiritual information or something. You know what else you may notice? I always, fire signs tend to, gravitate a lot. I see Sag with Aries a lot and Sag and Leo a lot. So that could be something you may notice randomly. But what else is a repetitive cycle for you, Leo? Okay, disrespect. You may not listen to the readings, or you may not you may not listen to something. Let's see, but what rule do you not follow? Because remember, what makes it easier for you is doing something alone. You may not like to hear that. Most people, specifically the women who come to me for readings, they do not like when I tell them that their relationship is impeding on their career. They don't like hearing that. They don't like me telling them that they should be single. They hate it. They don't want to listen. It's okay. Been there, done that. I completely understand. But yeah. All right. So let's see. What are you being told to do that you're not listening to? Feel like you're breaking some sort of rule or regulation for yourself. Okay, you got flaunt. That is your energy. So that could be the spiritual part too, right? Spiritually, Leos do like to show things off. They are proud of themselves. That's what it is. It's our pride. So just on a spiritual note, I feel like you're supposed to be able to show something off. Okay, what are you supposed to be able to flaunt or show off, or maybe even take credit with for doing it solo? Okay, you've got Pisces energy, take action, and then the bright side. So I feel like there could be and then time. So the other day your thing was about time. So I feel like you're realizing you have time to complete something. You're able to do something just in time, or you have the time to make something work. What do you do instead though with disrespect? So you don't show this off, you're not proud of it, or you're not coming off confident. Okay, you've got controlling. What are you trying to control, Leos? Maybe you try to control yourself, stifle yourself, or something like that. What do you try to control? Okay, you've got envy and focus and laughter. Maybe you don't want somebody to envy you, and that's why you're being quiet or calm. Or like, okay. All right, let's see. I'm going to break this down. So like I said, you're advised to do something by yourself. That is the easiest route for you right now. All right. So what do you keep repetitively doing? Let's see what you're supposed to do with flaunt, because that's the rule, or that's the norm that you're breaking. Justice. All right. So I feel like it's fair for you to do this. All right, yeah, justice in the sun. You are ruled by the sun. So I don't know if this has anything to do with a Libra. All right, we got the 3 of Wands, the Page of Wands. There's a Tower again. So something unexpected here. You may see a Leo receiving, you may see a Capricorn receiving money. Something is easy for this person to do. You're not expecting it to be easy. It's like something, you're supposed to be proud of something. There it is right there. Somebody had an opportunity to do something and it works for them. They're like, okay, bet, I'm about to receive this. If you're dealing with a Capricorn, they could have an easy route to receiving money or income. What are you doing instead then? Because you're supposed to shine light on something or show something. There's the Ace of Wands. Yeah, the Knight of Swords. That could be the envy part. Maybe you think somebody's going to envy you if you show it off, if you're proud. All right, let's see you doing something solo to generate your income. Let's see. Time is the enemy. This is what you would be doing solo, Leos. Okay? Do something yourself. Do the project by yourself. Don't show anybody yet. All right? This is what you would be doing. I feel like you don't. Yeah, the 5 of Wands. Do not let somebody distract you. Okay. Yeah, do something yourself. It's okay. You'll be able to do it. That could also be like blocking out other people's opinions, blocking out distractions. And I'll just give you like a simple metaphor. Like say somebody was going back to get their degree and you're going to study groups and they messing you up and shit like that. Like you need something to be quiet, calm. Yeah, something will be easier if you do it alone. All right, right now is not the time to partner up. Okay, let me write my little notes. You said money and comfort is easy and love is hard. I don't know. Love isn't that hard. Look, it's like, I'm not going to say that. I'm just playing. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's not hard for me because I have when you have a different mindset about it, it's easier. It just depends. It just depends. Okay, Cancer. We got Cancer coming up next. We're doing full moon readings, guys. We're doing full moon readings. These are general. If anybody has personal questions, you can do the $5 Cash App questions. All right. All right. Let me see here. All right, Cancer. Welcome. I'm doing great. Hope you're doing well too. All right, so let's see, Cancers. I might need to fix my lip gloss. Hold on, guys. You're talking for a while, so a lot of lip gloss. Shout out to New Zealand. All right, so let's see, Cancers. What is the energy surrounding the, oh, if you're in France, you can do PayPal. That's in my description. Anybody that's in a different country, you probably have to do PayPal, but that is the only option. Or you can do the YouTube Super Chat. But that would be if you had, I guess, something hooked up to it. All right, Cancers, let's see. So what is the overall energy for my Cancers during the full moon here? What's going on around you? We've been pulling lust 50 times in a row, so let's see. Let's see, Cancer. Okay, secret. Okay, we did talk about, you know, full moons illuminate things. Uranus and Gemini may be something that's shown here. Well, let's see. It might, okay, let's see. For yourself, what energy should you be in here first, Cancers? Okay, fantasize did come out. What energy should you be in for yourself, Cancers? Typically, if something is a secret, then I'll keep it a secret. Lust. All right, there we go again. Do what you desire. What do you do? What you desire is attainable. All right, what do you desire here, Cancers, for yourself? Let's see. I don't know why that keeps coming out. I can't force it. Okay, you desire certain rules and regulations. You want to implement some rules and regulations. The thing that you desire may come with a certain rule set, so make sure that you know, pay attention to that. Let's see. Okay, we're gonna, you desire rules, or you want something, you may want something to be like on a set schedule every day. Okay, well, what do you want to put rules on? Or you might want something to be more consistent for yourself. Okay, you got solution. Okay. Okay, so that's the, I feel like that's the solution to something, is putting rules on it or putting rules and regulations on it. All right, let's see what secret is. What is the secret about? I don't know if it's your secret. So that's why I want to make sure. Okay. Okay, whose secret is this, first of all? Because if it's your secret, then I'll keep it a secret. So whose secret is this? Okay. And, okay, and from what, really quick? Oh, yeah, okay. Basically, okay, how do I want to put this? Because I don't know what's going to come out in these other people's reading. Maybe it's supposed to be a secret. Somebody does not care, Cancer. Somebody doesn't care enough to help you. They don't care. So that is something that you need to know. Somebody does not care enough to help you. Okay? So I feel like that may be a rule that you set, like, these people don't care. They don't care about me. So I feel like there's something you need to remember about that. For you, these are grandparents or parents. All right. Like, this is somebody that should care, technically. technically. I'm also getting to they should technically care based on like their connection to you. So this is not like a friend, a co-worker. This is like it could be a co-worker, but they don't care. It's somebody that you would think they do. All right, why is it a secret? Why are they hiding that? I don't know why they'd either. Okay, they don't want you to perceive them in a certain manner. You would view them differently. How would you view this person or these people? Ooh. Let's see, how would you view them? Or I guess you would see them for how they are, really, but... So, you would actually realize that you may realize that a Capricorn is protecting you. So, okay, so this is the thing, right? Somebody's stopping you from being around people who do not care about you. You would always remember that. You would always realize that. I feel like it could be a Capricorn here. What's dangerous here in this scenario? I feel like I might as well say it. I won't say the signs, right? But when I say they're detached and they don't care, they have no emotional investment in a scenario that you're directly attached to. So somebody around you, they know that, I'm assuming. It's like this, right? You got a kid. I know that these people don't care enough about my kid's well-being, so I'm not going to leave that kid with them. That's what it is. You would always know, damn, like, okay, that person did protect me from this, that, and the third. What would be dangerous about, I mean, anything's dangerous if somebody doesn't care. If they don't care about you, that they're not going to care about your well-being pretty much. But yeah, what's the, what would be danger here? And we're going to see what the Capricorn energy did, I guess. Okay, we got money inflow, Sag, worried, and flaunt. Sag and Leo. There could be danger with taking money from them or something. You got to take action and smooth sailing. So it's like you're not, the dangerous part would be don't take money from them. That's odd. Okay, it might have something to do with a Sag. All right, so what's the Capricorn energy doing here for you? Yeah, they're taking action. That's okay. So it looks like they did avoid something. Yeah, Sag, worried, flaunt, and do it solo. We're telling a Leo to do it solo. There's golden opportunity. There's something like okay, so I don't know what it is. That's literally the reading that I did for Leo. Like, I'm warning Leo, do it by yourself. Do it solo. All right, but anywho, a Capricorn took action. I feel like they got you out of a scenario. Okay, but to bring it back to you, you desire rules. That is the solution. All right, let's see. Let's get 8 cards. Okay, you got the 10 of Pentacles. There's a 7 of Swords. So there's the Liar. Okay, the Star. So it looks like an Aquarius is observing somebody. They're watching somebody steal or they're watching somebody lie. They're watching this. All right. 10 of Swords, 5 of Swords. There's the Emperor, 2 of Pentacles, the Queen of Wands, and then the World. So it has something to do with an Aries and an Aquarius. That's literally where it is right here. So I feel like an Aquarius said this about an Aries to you, or say it's, again, I'm just using the family reference. That's the easiest way for me to say it. Say like you have 2 sets of grandparents. One grandparent is like, yeah, if they cared about you, they would do this, this, and this, and they don't. You'll see that. Like somebody does, they don't care. An Aquarius is witnessing that. We're witnessing somebody lie or steal or just not care. I feel like too, the danger, if the danger part is about taking the money, something may seem like it's good and it's not. There's going to be a risk involved with that. And we're able to see it. What is the 7 of Swords trying to do here? So whatever somebody's lying about, it's not working, because here's intuition with the High Priestess. There you go, the Chariot. Your intuition is guiding you. That's why something's not going to work. Or you could be with somebody that, like I said, the Capricorn took action. It could be somebody that took action like out of nowhere. They did something on impulse. Like somebody's trying to get you, but it doesn't work because you're following your intuition. Or intuition guides you. So let's see what else. Yeah, this is collective. We're on Cancer right now. So what is somebody's intended outcome with the Seven of Swords? They were trying to lie or steal. Oh damn, yeah, liar. I feel like you're going to intuitively know that somebody's a liar. What did they lie about? I'm assuming caring. What did they lie about here? Okay, we've got controlling a Scorpio. In a Libra. Somebody's lying about having control over a scenario. What? What? Okay, what's the truth? I don't know what that means. I'm not gonna lie. Somebody's in control of something. They have no control over it at all. Oh, the truth is intuition. Okay. That's what I said, your intuition. Okay, what did our intuition tell us to do with your energy, Cancer? So we know off the bat that somebody's a liar. We already know that. All right, we got arrogant transformation in Pisces. All right, but you're fine. I mean, go ahead and do what you want to do. You desire rules and regulations here. Let's see. So we knew something was going to transform. What was the scenario with arrogance here? Yeah, the money inflow. So that could be why in the Sag reading it said that sadness and money inflow. That it wasn't a good idea to take that money. I don't know what that could be about. Okay. What did it transform into here? All right, we got the Sun. So in a positive note, we got like an energy where if somebody did receive money, they use that money to get information, or they saved their money and studied something up, or like they got information on a scenario here. That's a very interesting reading. All right, Cancers. We're going to do Capricorn next, actually. Capricorn came out in your reading. Let me write that down. Okay, Capricorns. Let's see. All right, Scorpio's last today. If y'all are new to watching me, we go in order of first come, first served. All right, so that's how we do it. If you're wondering, like, why are we going out of order, that's why. So far we did Sagittarius, Aquarius, Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Leo, Cancer. And we have Capricorn, Libra, Aries, Gemini, Scorpio left. If anybody has personal questions, you guys can do the $5 Cash App, PayPal, or Super Chat questions. If you do one, make sure that you type it. Let me know that you sent it, and I'll just double check. All right. Scorpios are wild. Okay, well. If you've been watching, you know how I feel about them. So I try to, but I'm unbiased because this is my job, and Scorpios may need, guidance too. So I still remain unbiased. All right, let's see, Capricorns. Let's see. I still remain unbiased. Psych. No, I'm just playing. All right. All right, Capricorns. What's the overall theme for the full moon? We got the Virgo, Pisces full moon for you guys. Let's see. What is the overall energy for the Capricorns? I'm just kidding, y'all, for real. Okay, take action. I'm sorry, let me slow down. We said that you were going to take action in the Cancer reading, okay? All right, so take action is what's going on. Maybe somebody's going to be inspired to take action. If this is you guys, I wouldn't like rest around, wait around, you know, be intentional, things like that. All right, what kind of action do we need to take here? Or what action is being taken? Lust again. Okay, something that you desire. It's something that you want to do. So in this case, right, go ahead and design something, create something. Go ahead and apply to that job. Go ahead and apply to that degree, get that certification. You know, it's something that you desire. Go ahead and take action, okay? So go ahead and take action. Don't just sit around. Okay, what other energy should you be in, Capricorns? And then we'll see what else you might desire here. Okay, so the energy you should be in is money inflow. So something's going to generate income for you. All right, maybe you already know what this is. That is what you desire. You're going to be able to do it. All right, what else can you do to generate income for yourselves? I feel like in this case, it looks like you kind of already have like a good idea. Yeah, you got golden opportunity. So when you get money inflow, I feel like there's nothing that you have to worry about here. You have the money. It looks like you have an opportunity to do something or create it. What else do you desire? I know it's money inflow. You got golden opportunity. Maybe you're wondering, well, where does the opportunity come from? I would look at this when you have take action, do something now, use your time wisely, right? So say you're like, man, I really want to do a online store. Start researching it today. That's the action, all right? Or man, I really want to work in this industry. Go look up like networking events in that industry in your city or something like that. Go to those networking events. Like start taking the necessary steps. Excuse me. Where might this opportunity come from for you, Capricorns? Okay, helpful. All right. So somebody is assisting you. Somebody's assisting you with it. All right. So I feel like for you, you won't be the only person there. Or you won't be the only person doing this. All right. How else is someone or another individual going to help you? Solution. All right. So if you're, because it's like, I know people watch this and I try to be as specific as possible. I hate those readings where you're just like, oh, there's going to be this opportunity coming towards you. Like, I want you to know what it is. And okay, so what is the issue since we got solution? What's the issue here for you currently? Again, like I said, don't sit around. Oh, okay. So the issue is you're spending money on something. So you're going to be able to generate money without spending a lot. Or something is expensive. And what solution does this individual have? So you're going to be able to do something at a low cost, or let's see, what solution does this person have here? Okay, compassion. So this is the thing. Maybe somebody's just helping you because something's expensive. Use that money wisely. Don't just go spend it. But I'm also getting to somebody is telling you that the solution to something is to be like nice to people, caring. Of course, if you have like customers or coworkers or something like that. But I feel like that is the solution. Okay. Yeah, take action. Take it now. You know what I will say too, guys? If it depends on what you want to do. Like if somebody wanted to do any side hustles, there are like companies that, like, you know how you can do drop shipping? It's something like that. Like you're not paying for something, but you'll receive like a portion of the income because you're the one advertising it and making it look a certain way. So that's one way that I could look at that. All right, so I feel like that's a good thing to look at. Like you wouldn't have to, of course you do have to pay like your monthly fee or whatever for websites and stuff like that. Like do not fall for those little okie dokes where they're like, ooh, I started this store for $1. No, you still you gonna still have to pay for stuff. But it could be something like that. It could be maybe you come up with a digital product. Maybe you do an ebook. Like that's why I have like the ebooks, digital products, planners, journals. But there's something where you could do drop shipping. You don't have to, put as much into it. I feel like too, if you desire more money, the issue is money outflow. So look at how much you're spending. There's probably a cheaper solution to something. All right, there is like a cheaper alternative. There's a cheaper way to do something. All right, let's get 8 cards here. So that's why your energy is lust. It is something attainable if you're wondering. Just I would do the research, would take action. Okay. All right, so let's get 8 cards. Let's see. Okay, the 9 of Pentacles, the World. We talked about in the Taurus reading there being professionalism and somebody made somebody look like a liar. That's how they came out, and that just reminds me of that. So we're going to see here, but so something is built up. It looks really good. We're doing it independently. We have the World. Okay, now we're following intuition. Okay. I feel like too, instead of looking at something on paper or taking something like at face value, we're going to start using our intuition. All right, we're going to see. So we start into, yeah, there's the Chariot. I said that. I said Capricorn takes action, and that came out in the Cancer reading. Okay, so we intuitively know what direction to go in. We intuitively know that we can move forward. The 9 of Pentacles also is like kind of standing stagnant. So they're not really doing anything there. All right. Got the 8 of Swords, the Judgment, the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm telling you right now. That's what you desire to do, is to receive income. Go ahead and do it. All right. Okay, there's a Temperance. So I feel like you could be putting money into yourself. All right, we'll figure out what it is. Or if you have to spend money on something, you're going to receive more money. But we'll figure out where you are here. I'm going to clarify the intuition part. What else do I want to say with the way that this looks? This could also be somebody teaching you, somebody sharing information. I did say helpful and solution. I mean, it could literally be what I just told y'all about the drop shipping thing. Maybe you have an idea like that. It just depends. But this would be something that you actually already desire to do. So if you already have an idea, Capricorns, and you don't know that yet, maybe this is like people that know how to do grants. Maybe there's a grant out there that you could look for. Maybe you want to go back to school, go ahead and research some scholarships or something. Because this to me is like somebody's going to give it to you, or, something like that. Somebody's going to give you something. What's another example I could give? Like if you make things, right, and you put it on Etsy, you're not paying Etsy. They just take a piece of what you spent already. You can put money into ads, but you just pay a portion for what you sell. So nothing technically comes out of your pocket to sell it. It's things like that. What else? Let's see. All right, so what else? What ends with the World card here? Secret. Okay, I just told Cancer that. I told Cancer that something is detached, or somebody is detached from something. So the secret is out. I just said that. Okay, what was the secret here? So the secret is over. That's it. Somebody gets triggered by a Virgo. Okay. Okay, we're going. Did we do Virgo? What was theirs? It's attainable. I told them that they wanted to be a part of the status quo. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, I don't know. All right. All right, so there's a secret about a Virgo. Okay, that's over. All right, what does the High Priestess know to do here intuitively? Okay, laughter. Be different. Okay, there's status quo. Okay, we got laughter. So somebody's intuitively making a decision. Here we go. This could be a spiritual journey with the sevens coming out in Sagittarius energy. All right. I feel literally I'm telling you what to do to receive the money there. Okay. Or you're going to know that the money is there. I feel like too, and this goes back to what I was saying earlier, and I am going to clip it. If this comes down to a spiritual versus materialistic thing, guys, I feel like deep down your desire is you want to generate more income. That comes from taking action. Okay, I know that, and I'm not talking about any practices because there's things that I've done candle-wise and all that other stuff. So I'm definitely not talking down on that, but you do have to implement something with it. All right, so in the real world, you do have to still go out and do the research or take the action to get certain things, okay? So that is why the center of this is take action, okay? You said money is the root of all evil. It isn't. It's people. If somebody was evil when they got money, they were evil when they were broke, and they just couldn't afford to be as evil as they wanted to be. That's all it is. There's plenty of broke people that are evil. I've met them. I know them. I've dated some of them, okay? Plenty of broke people are evil. Money is not the root of all evil. It is people's characteristics and their own demeanor. They're evil, okay? The person is evil. They were going to be evil regardless. I'm trying to tell you. It don't matter. Did you ever watch the Jeffrey Dahmer documentary? He was broke as a joke, killing and eating folks. He ain't had no money. He didn't have a dime. Evil, crazy, killing people. Money is not the root of all evil. Stop thinking that, okay? Stop. You can enjoy your life with money. Okay? We live in a real world, all right? You know, I did see somebody say the final stage of spiritualism is going back to being materialistic. Okay? You live in the real world, y'all. Please. Rent is due in a couple of days, matter of fact. It's due on Tuesday. Focus on this is the real life, okay? Money is not the root of all evil. People are just evil people. Them say they would have been evil regardless, okay? So, yeah. All right. So, you're following your intuition. We're moving forward. You have the opportunity. I mean, this is pretty clear. What else? What other actions are you going to take here? Also, I want to tell you this, guys. Now, I can't speak for other tarot decks, but what I will say, if you're wondering about if something is going to generate income for you and you pull maybe the Six of Pentacles, that could be a good indicator. Okay, and that's not all the time. It just depends on how you read and other things like that. But this is a good indicator of money. This is why I made the money inflow and money outflow cards, okay? So just throwing it out there. But regular tarot decks, you don't have to buy my tarot deck, but regular tarot decks do have the Six of Pentacles. And if you learn how to read them and, you know, you'll know where the money is coming from, where it's going. So that will help you with that. All right, let's see you taking action here, Capricorns. Actually, let's see what the desire is. We know the desire is more income, but I'm sure that there's something that you enjoy doing or you enjoy creating that you'll be able to do. Okay, so you got the Three of Cups, you got the Four of Cups, the Three of Wands. Let me get one more. Oh, the Hermit. Okay, that's what's ending. I feel like there's something, you're ending isolation possibly. That could be it. I feel like, too, something looks boring. You want to jazz it up. It's like you want to take knowledge and make it look better. I don't know what that could be. It depends. Like for me, and this is just an example, like I'm making my zodiac shirts because a lot of them look boring to me. So that's why I was like, I want some shirts for myself that look cool or look different. So that could be something, or like maybe you don't like certain wall art or something. You're going to come up with your own wall art, or you can drop ship wall art. I mean, it's a lot of things you can do. It's just about taking action and looking around and looking for. I feel like too, you got the 4 of Cups, 3 of Wands. This is energy about kind of sitting around and waiting. But you have golden opportunities. So, I mean, what else does a golden opportunity look like for you, Capricorns? Okay, you got the 9 of Swords. Don't be worried. I feel like you're afraid. Yeah, don't be worried about it. I feel like it's right there for you. Somebody could be offering you this. All right, let's see you taking action, and then, you know, we're good here. All right, yeah, you got the Knight of Cups, 10 of Swords. Okay, the 10 of Cups. So I feel like you're going to stop worrying about something and you're going to present it to groups of people. You may share it with the community here. All right, it just depends on who's around you or whatever. All right, we got the Devil card, Strength card next to each other. We told also, I don't know if you guys have a Leo placement. You may have like a Leo moon or rising or something like that. But we did earlier tell Leo to do something solo by themselves. All right, so they're going to do something. They're going to flaunt it, show it all, be proud of themselves. You may have the same placements, all right? Okay, what else is the outcome for my Capricorns? And then we're going to do Libra. Obstacles, focus, and authority. Okay, so don't worry about it. You got worried, detached, rules. Okay, yeah, we talked about Cancer putting rules in here. Okay, so let me type this for you guys. Okay, Libras. If y'all watching on TikTok, this is on YouTube. Okay, it's going to be time stamped. Okay, let's see. Let's see, guys. We got Libra, Aries, Gemini, and Scorpio left. Let's see. Thank you, Michael. I appreciate that. Please do share the channel, guys, if it resonates with you. All right, Libras. Ooh, nose itching. Thank you. I appreciate that. Good afternoon. Welcome. Welcome to anybody that's new. I appreciate y'all. If you're new here, we go live every day, and we do go in order of first come, first serve. So if the signs are all out of order and sounding crazy, that's why. So that's why we're not going in order. All right. Also, guys can do the $5 Cash App questions while we're here, or Super Chat or PayPal if you need personal questions. What's that? Who did that call me from New Jersey? Also, what else? Oh yeah, we do have the sale going on through the end of August, guys. You buy 2 products, you get a free digital product. Check everything out. We got the astrology ebook if you guys want to learn how to read your own birth charts and transits and all that great stuff, okay? No, Scorpio's last today. You might be the first person to actually ask for Scorpio, but I did put it on the list, so. All right, Libras, let's see. What is the overall energy for my Libras for the full moon? What's the overall energy for y'all for the full moon here? Okay, Leo. All right, maybe you're literally dealing with a Leo. If you're dealing with a Leo, I feel like something with the full moon is going to be surrounded by them. Let's see. We do still have Jupiter in Leo. So that may have, oh, the South Node is also in Leo. So the South Node is in Leo. All right, but you could be just dealing with a Leo person. If you do not know a Leo, this could be any energy that is surrounding Leo energy, right? Like our confidence, our pride, just ourself in general, who we are as a person. If that is not what it is, it could also be a Leo placement. You may have a Leo moon or a Leo rising. All right. All right, so what about this Leo or this Leo energy here? What about this Leo? Came out. It keeps coming out. All right, lust. So this Leo could be attracted to you. You could be seeing them do something that they desire. We're going to clarify what this is. So what does the Leo desire here? So it's something they desire that is attainable, or they're going after. They could just be an attractive person. It just, you know. All right, so what does this Leo desire here? Is what I'm getting. Okay, they desire honesty. All right, they want somebody to be honest. Okay, what do they want to be? They could want to be honest about something, or okay. All right, so if you're dealing with a Leo person, they just desire honesty. That is what they desire. Honesty about what situation here. And then we will get your energy. Okay, they might want honesty about a Taurus. So a Leo wants somebody to be honest about a Taurus. If this is just the energy, it's like somebody's like, look, just be honest with me about what's going on right now. Be honest with me about the reality of something. Taurus is earth energy. It is tangible. Okay, we got helpful and bright side. So, okay, what is so Leo wants to know about a Taurus. All right, what does a Leo want, if these are people? What is the truth about Taurus or Taurus energy here? All right, compassion. So a Taurus really does care. If somebody's wondering, I don't know if whatever this a Taurus energy, they really do care. Okay, okay. What role do you play here, Libra? What does that have to do with you? So what role do you play here, Libra? And then we'll see what energy you're supposed to be in. So the role you are is Sagittarius energy. Okay. So you're the, truth, honesty. So I feel like you're the one that's going to tell them the truth about this. So somebody's going to come to you and they want you to be truthful or tell the truth. Okay. Okay. Cancer energy could be a Cancer. So I feel like you're going to tell somebody the truth about how someone feels. Or you're going to let somebody know this, or you're going to teach them something. All right, what other energy should you be in here? So yeah, a Leo wants to know whether or not a Taurus cares. They do. All right, so you have dogmatic. Keep that perspective. If you view this Taurus as compassionate, tell them the truth, or like don't change your mind about that. What else do you not change your mind about here, Libra? Okay, laughter. Yeah, I feel like somebody did love somebody or care about somebody. And it's like somebody just wants to know, that they actually care? Yes. I feel like that's what your reading's about. Okay, so why is, okay. What else? Okay. That's interesting. So I feel like somebody's going to come to you for the truth about, yeah, the truth is somebody cared. Why doesn't somebody know this? Why do they not know this? Rules, observe, and money outflow. So and then desire. Maybe somebody has to pay to know that. That's it. Maybe somebody's like, I want to know if this Taurus loves me, but I don't want to pay for a reading. A Taurus cares or something like that. If that's what you want to know. Or money must be involved here in some way, shape, or form. I feel like too, this looks like a dynamic between child and parent. Like a child wants to know whether their parent cares or vice versa. It's like they want to know, do they even love me or do they even care? Okay, so what is the Taurus? Also, like, love can look different. So sometimes people do things out of compassion for people that we may not look at as compassionate. So what is this person doing out of compassion here? We've got community. Okay, partnership, take action. So that's like, I don't know if that's Capricorn, Sagittarius or whatever. Because that's their, literally, community, partnership, and taking action. A Sagittarius and a Capricorn, or Sag Capricorn energy, or you're telling them the truth. But what this person did out of love has something to do with the group. All right, or has something to do with a lot of people. Maybe somebody's like, okay, just let them be with their family or let them be around their friends or something. Okay. All right, let's continue. Let's see. You said the time frame. I'd go live every day. I see certain things occur within a day, so I don't really put a time frame on it, but yeah, typically I feel like it happens in a day, just for me personally. Also, that's not for me to decide. I want to throw that out there. I don't put like a necessary limit on it because I don't control the cosmos. So, but I do go live every day, so I feel like if the same energy is coming out, then you might be in the same situation. All right, so let's see. So let's start with you. You're in the Sag energy. You're the one that's going to tell them the truth. What's your energy here, Libra? Okay, the Knight of Cups. So you could be approaching somebody, telling them this. Okay. Let's see what the Leo energy is looking like here. What's the Leo? So there's the money outflow. That's what we were saying, observing money outflow. So the Leo is spending money on something. What did they, okay. Or they either received the money or they spent the money. Okay, what are they spending money on? Okay, somebody that's working, some work here. So they want, basically it looks like somebody's, okay, do they care about me before I spend money on this or before I invest in this? Okay. So let's see what the truth about what. Where's the Taurus? There's a Page of Pentacles. Okay, literally I feel like, did somebody not tell somebody this then? Because that's almost like somebody showing up as themselves. This must be a Taurus kid. That's interesting. These came out the same. Okay. So who does the Taurus have compassion for? It's a lot of money. So the issue is like money is involved. So everything's pentacles. All right. So what is the Taurus? Who does the Taurus have compassion for? I'm assuming it's the Leo or, something like that. The Ten of Swords, they have compassion for the fact that something has already ended. They have compassion for somebody that's not there. Yeah, like somebody's not even speaking to somebody. They're not there. So it's like, do they still care about me even though I'm gone? Or like, but somebody's gone. They're not there. Okay. What is the Taurus doing out of compassion here then? I feel like the Taurus is letting a Leo have community or be around people. So it's like basically whoever the dynamics are, right? Somebody's like, yeah, just let them, go out. Let them be with their friends. Let them be with their family. Yeah, there it is right there. So literally, they're like, yeah, let them go. Let them go out. Let them do that. I don't, you know, it's nothing I can do. I don't know if it's nothing they can do. I don't know if it's like a feeling like that, but yeah, let them be with their family. Let them be with their friends. Okay. Why does somebody need to know this? Let's see. Oh, some money. Let's see. So why is somebody wondering this? What does the Leo think then? I'm assuming. I'm assuming they're thinking, so they think the Taurus is kind of just happy without them, the Nine of Cups. Yeah, perspective on laughter. So I feel like you're explaining this to somebody because it's like they're happy without me, or they're over there laughing, or blah, blah, blah. I feel like that's what's going on. Okay. So yeah, you're going to tell them this. All right. Okay. What other energy should you be in, Libra? That's pretty much it, or their solution. That was it. Somebody's like, yeah, they love you. They care about you. All right. That was it. Okay. Pretty simple. I guess you're there, or you witnessed it, or whatever. All right, let me write that down. All right. We got Aries, Gemini, and Scorpio left. Let me timestamp it. Let's see. All right. Aries. All right, so what is the center of the full moon for the Aries here? Let's see. What's the center of the full moon for my Aries folks? If you're on TikTok, this is also up on YouTube, y'all. What's going on with the full moon for Aries? Lust again. We've been pulling it. Okay, so desires, things that we desire that is attainable, somebody that's attractive or something that is attractive. All right, so in this case, what's the energy surrounding lust? Because it was different, even though we pulled the same things. All right, so what's the energy surrounding lust here? Yourself, Aries. Okay, so this is something you desire. This came out yesterday. Aries came out as a liar yesterday. I don't know if y'all are lying. Gemini came out as a liar too today. So okay, so what about you, Aries? What do you desire? Is something that you desire that is attainable for yourself? All right, what do you desire that is attainable, or what do you want here for yourself? Okay, unfortunately, something may look unpromising. I just finished Libra. It's back at 1:19, so it's like, what, an hour, 59 minutes? Now, Pisces had unpromising, so I don't know if you desire something that you cannot get, or I don't know if you want something to be unpromising. You want something to be unpromising, or you want, okay, let's clarify. Let's see. So what is the desired outcome that you're looking for, Aries? You do want something to be unpromising. You want something to be difficult for somebody? What? You want somebody to have obstacles? Okay, here we go. You want something to be difficult, or you want somebody to struggle? All right, okay, so somebody's trying to achieve something, and literally you want somebody that something should look unpromising, or you want somebody to struggle. That's where you want somebody to have obstacles. All right. Okay, so the person, what are they trying to achieve for themselves? You want something to go bad for somebody, basically. All right, what are they achieving for themselves? Or trying to? All right, laughter. Wow, it's some hater shit. It's some hater ass shit, Aries. I'm not gonna hold you. All right, somebody's happy. What? Okay, why do you want something to go bad for them? Community, be different, rest, and repetitive cycle. So maybe something is easy. You may feel like something's easy for them. They don't have to struggle with anything, or they're different in a community of people. They have a lot of people. What role do you play here? What do you have to do with this person? Or you literally want something to be difficult. Compassion? Okay, so I'm going to put a note here. Hold on real quick, because this is the thing. I don't know if you think somebody should struggle out of compassion, or if that person has compassion for you. In the Cancer reading, since this came out like this, because this is some hater ass shit, so I'm going to just say what it was. In the Cancer reading, you were the person that was detached. That was the secret. You were the person that did not care. You were the person that didn't have faith in something or someone. You want somebody to struggle, or you want something to go badly. Who is this about? I don't know if it's the Cancer or not. Okay, who is this about for you? You want something to go bad for somebody because they have a group of people. All right, so I guess they spoke up on something. What did they say? They spoke their mind. So you're like, I hope this goes bad for you. All right. All right, what did they speak up on? Unexpected. All right, looks like you weren't expecting that. What? Okay. Something occurred, they weren't expecting it, so they spoke up about it. You want them to struggle. Okay, what was expected for this person? So now you're like, I hope it goes bad. What actually occurred? You just wish badly on something. All right, you got status quo, yeah, intuition, manipulation. All right, somebody knows that. Okay, let's get a cards. I don't... That's, wow. I mean, it's life. I wish that bad things happen to people. So it is what it is. I mean, I guess I can't judge, but that's what you desire. It's going to go difficult. Okay, so here you are. Literally, you're right here. You're watching it. You want it to go difficult. All right, so yeah, you came out in the Cancer reading. It was you and Taurus that were detached. You didn't care about something working out for them, or you just didn't care about them. I feel like you don't care about somebody because you want it to go badly. All right, you be there with a Taurus. You got Aries, Taurus, and the World card. Page of Cups, Five of Swords. Yeah, Page of Wands, the Devil card. Somebody spoke up about it. It could be me saying it. You know I don't care. I don't give a damn. Unless it says secret, of course. All right, well, why do you want something to go bad for? You're here with a Taurus. You're already here. You're like, I hope it goes bad for them. Even though something's already solidified for you, you're already the emperor. So why do you care about somebody else? That's wild. That's kind of strange. I feel like, too, the reading is starting with you, Aries. Keep in mind, this is a full moon, so I guess somebody's going to realize this. I don't know if it's your actions or whatever, but you're right. You're the star of the reading. So why, if you're coming out as an Aries and the Emperor, why are we worried about somebody else struggling? What, it's like you want somebody to see something negatively, or you want somebody to get bad news. What would be the outcome for you? I guess you would be happy about that, or... The outcome for you would be relocate. And an authority, it's almost like you want something to go bad so that, do you want to save the day? Is that what it is? You would relocate if something goes bad for somebody else, or maybe you want to hear, okay, let's flip this. Maybe you want to hear whether or not something's going bad for you. It's like, no, I want to hear that something's going bad, so then I'll leave. Or I don't know if you want somebody else to go through something. Because I don't, to me, I'm like, why would you want somebody else to go, or why would you want yourself to go through something? Why would you want obstacles for yourself? So it got to be about somebody else, right? I mean, maybe that's weird. You're like, okay, bet. Like, if something's unpromising, if it's not working out, if there's a bunch of obstacles, then I'll leave. All right. Something that you're doing, I guess. Maybe that's what you want to hear. My bad. Maybe that's what it is. I mean, that's the best way I could describe it. Where are you currently at? Or what are you currently doing? Disrespect. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Something not... Oh no, it's like you don't have respect for something. So then what would you relocate and do? What? Oh, flaunt. You get to show off that something went bad for somebody. That's kind of, I mean, that's kind of what I'm getting. Because I don't know why. What do you not have respect for? I'm assuming this person, or money outflow and professionalism. Okay, you don't want somebody to get paid for something. This is basically what I'm reading, right? There's a couple of ways this can go. Okay, Aries, either you want to know that something's going bad because you're putting money into it. You may be putting money into it. You're like, is this going to go badly or not? Am I going to have like a bad outcome? Blah, blah, blah. Because then I'll just give up. All right. So if that's within yourself, maybe that's what you want to know, right? I'm not a black Marilyn. Okay. We have a Dorothy Dandridge. Please. Compare me to her, not Marilyn Monroe. Marilyn Monroe is a white Dorothy Dandridge, okay? That's just that on that. All right. But anyway, you don't have respect for somebody getting paid, or you don't, or something that you're trying to do for yourself. The rule is that you have to put money in for it to work, right? You got to put money in for something to look professional or to look good. You're not willing to do that. You're like, I don't want to put money into it if I don't know whether or not it's going to work out. Because lust is something you desire that you can attain. So you want something to look unpromising. You want something to have an obstacle. Yeah. Yeah, something can go bad if it's for you. I feel like if you're supposed to put money into something to make it look more professional, that's the obstacle itself. That's why it's not going to work out. Now, again, if this is somebody else and you're like, I want something to go badly for them. I don't have any respect for them getting paid. I don't believe that's a real job. I want something to end up bad, so then you can show off that it did. Okay, let's see what came to an end with the World card. Let's see what came to an end here. Okay, yeah, incomplete. So something's no longer incomplete. Something's working out now. What was missing before? I don't know if this is somebody, I don't know if this is you wanting some sort of issues or whatever. What was missing for somebody before? Okay, partnership. Somebody didn't have a relationship. They didn't have anybody to partner with. Those days are over though, where they felt incomplete without a relationship maybe. Those days are over. What's the new cycle for somebody? Money inflow. Okay. If this is, okay, so if this is a person, maybe this is like an ex or something, right? That person used to feel incomplete without a relationship. They used to feel incomplete or alone or something like that. They don't care about that anymore. They're focused on getting money or they're generating income. It could be the Capricorn because we talked about that. That's what they desire. They want to get money. They're going to take action. They're going to focus on that. Somebody does not care about a relationship anymore. They don't feel incomplete without a partner. Maybe you didn't partner with them. Okay. What energy should you be in, Aries? For yourself? Gemini, Libra, and observe and desire. Yeah, we can tell. So even if I didn't do this reading, we can tell that you want something to go bad. You want something to go bad for somebody. Or if it's not about somebody else, we know, we can see it. A Gemini and a Libra, they can see it, or people can see it when they're around you. Like deep down, whatever you're acting like something is, we can tell you want something to go badly for someone. That's the best way I could describe that. We know that. Or like if you are trying to do something, it's like, I want something to go badly so that I can give up. I want something to go badly so I can give up. I don't want to put money into it. Or you just don't have respect for what somebody's getting paid to do. You don't respect them. They're getting paid. Okay, so who's generating income? Because I guess this is who you're mad about. It could be a Gemini, Libra. That energy came out. Let's see. Helpful. That did come out in the damn, whose reading was that? Because somebody gets paid to be helpful and somebody was triggered by that. So whoever what does this person help people do or assist people with? Take action. It's a Capricorn. Take action and focus. There it is. Yeah, controlling Capricorn is out of your hands. Golden opportunity. You want some hater shit, Aries. That's hater. Or somebody got a Capricorn placement. Damn. All right. Well, it's life though. I've been a hater before, I guess. I've wanted bad things to happen to people. I don't think it's going to happen to this person. Unfortunately, I don't think it will this time. Unfortunately for you, not for them. All right. Yeah, that's going to be visible during the full moon, Aries. So I would not, try to hide your hater tendencies, if you will. All right, Gemini. Gemini is next. Let's see. Let's see, Gemini. All right, so we got, you just need space. I feel ya. All right, so let's see, Gemini. What's the overall energy for you guys, Geminis? What's the overall energy for the full moon? Speaking of honey buns, I'm hungry. All right, lust. Everybody's pulling that. I guess I feel like too the reason we're pulling lust is Pisces is like our fantasies and things like that. It's things that we enjoy or indulge in. So that could be it. That could be why that keeps coming out. So we got desires. Like I said, lust, something is attainable typically, or it's something that we desire. All right, what's the energy surrounding lust here? Okay, status quo. Somebody desires to fit in, or somebody desires to want to do something like someone else. I said this in a couple of them. This can also be like a standard of beauty here. All right, but somebody who desires to fit in, that is attainable. What is the situation here with status quo? What is everybody doing here? What's the norm? Okay, money outflows. So I feel like somebody wants to be able to afford something. They want to be able to spend money on something. Okay. What does everybody want to spend money on? We're going to see what your thing is. So everybody wants to spend money on something. What do they want to spend money on? You said a car. Okay, we got commit. All right, so I don't know if somebody has like a goal that they want to put money into, something that they want to invest in. All right, maybe buying a house. Literally, I know somebody's saying a car, but literally maybe buying a house. Okay, we got it's out of your hands, and then there's golden opportunity. Maybe they think they'll get an opportunity for this. Okay, but I feel like it's like somebody wants to be able to buy a home, or everybody else spent money on that. I want to be able to do that too. Okay, what energy should you be in for yourselves, Geminis? Okay, you've got intuition, so follow your gut. Okay, what else is your intuition telling you? Okay, you got Aquarius, that does. Okay, we got liar, and then honesty. You're going to be able to tell who the liar and who's telling the truth, and then time. So if we're talking now, it could be an Aquarius that's lying on, if you want to know that. Just because that came out. But when we pull the energy of status quo, yes, my chat is wild. It's always been like that, guys. Because I don't have moderators, but that's probably part of why my channel was able to grow so fast, because I just allowed them to interact. Okay, I just don't be caring. All right, so, and then it brings normal people. So the other people that actually want to watch, it makes it look like, oh, we got chat people. Okay, so the status quo coming out with Aquarius, right? Aquarius energy is Saturn. So Saturn rules the group. It's what everybody does. It's like a rule, regulation. That's what Aquarius is. It's like all these people have something in common under Aquarius energy. It also does rule unique identity. So I just want to put that out there. But you're going to be able to see who is the liar and who is the truth. All right. Your intuition is going to tell you that. So it's something that is not written on paper. It's something that you're not going to be able to see. All right. Let's see. I'm glad you like it here, Andy. You're welcome. Now, I think you're the one that said you're a Scorpio. The Scorpios get a lot of heat here. So I'm just going to warn you. But you're still welcome to join, okay? All right, so let's see. So what's the lie then? Let's pull 8 cards first. So intuition can tell us the liar and tell us what's telling the truth. Time is involved as well. There's Aquarius energy. So I don't know, maybe the Aquarius can see who's lying. All right, Aquarius energy is strong here. Okay, we got the Hermit. So we got Aquarius, Virgo energy, the 4 of Swords, the 8 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 7 of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, and then the Death card. All right, so the people that are out, we got Aquarius, Virgo, and Scorpio. So when we look at this, right, we're looking at something in detail. We are observing it, but we're looking at it at face value. Okay, Virgo energy is looking at something in reality. It's also ruled by Mercury, so it is logic. So we're going off of more logic here. The Sun and Mercury in Virgo, they don't really have like a direct aspect to Aquarius right now, but there is something with that. So What's the lie then? I feel like too, if we're saying we desire to be able to spend money on something, maybe you want to be able to afford something. Sometimes the people who can afford a lot of stuff, they're still living paycheck to paycheck too. So something may not be about like wanting to spend. Maybe you think that's the solution to something. What's the lie then? It might be the Aquarius that's lying. We're going to clarify that. What's the truth? So literally, you're going to be able to see, or something also is like, how do I explain it? Something can be a lie and the truth. Or somebody's like telling a lie mixed with a truth or something. Let's see. What's the truth here? The Two of Cups. Okay, so somebody's lying and saying that they hate each other or that they don't get along, but the truth is that they like each other or they were dating. Okay, let's clarify it. What else is the lie here? So it's like people are lying saying they hate each other. Speak up, Capricorn, and ground yourself. Somebody's like, yeah, I told Capricorn this, that, and the third, or... So somebody's going to act like they're going against somebody. I don't know if somebody's telling a Capricorn to be realistic. That's the lie. What's the truth? Yeah, compassion. Somebody... Somebody actually loves somebody or like cares about them. They're like, yeah, you know, I told so-and-so, blah, blah, blah. But they're actually friends. What the fuck? Or they actually get along with each other. So it's like somebody, what does that have to do with anything? It's almost like, okay, when I go talk to so-and-so, yeah, you know, I told them don't be doing blah, blah, blah. But in real life, I like them or I care about them. So somebody's like playing both sides of the fence. So when they get in front of you, they're acting like they hate somebody. They're acting like they hate something, but really they love somebody or they care about them. What? Why does somebody have to fake like they don't like someone? Oh, Lord. Fought Dak is back. They was fussing yesterday, but for some reason they're back watching me again. All right, so let's see. Why are they telling this person to ground themselves? Or they're like, what are they saying they're telling this Capricorn to do? Or this person? It could be a person that's not a Capricorn, but I'm assuming it is. Yeah, Gemini. And helpful. And rules. It's like, yeah, you know, I'm trying to help them. Or what? What's the truth about compassion? Who does somebody have compassion for? A Scorpio. That's why they're there. Sadness and Virgo. A Scorpio and a Virgo had sex, or a Scorpio and a Virgo are together, or I don't know what that has to do with this. This is the thing, right? These are moon signs involved as well. Like somebody in private, they're telling somebody like, yeah, you know, I don't really like that person. But then in public, they're in a relationship, or like in real life, they like each other or they love each other. I feel like too, if there's a dynamic, somebody's being mean to somebody because they love someone else. They're being mean to this person because they love another individual. So the lie is not that I hate you. The truth is just that I want to be with somebody else, or I want to date somebody else, or they actually have compassion for somebody. They actually feel bad for somebody or have empathy. It's like, yeah, you know, I told so-and-so they need to follow these rules and they need to ground themselves. They need to be more realistic. But in reality, they love somebody. That's what's going on. Okay. That's your reading. What's the outcome for you, Geminis? I don't know what that had to do with the money part, but what's the outcome for you? You got Libra, detached, Taurus. It's a lot of people. All right, it's a lot. It's too many signs. Let's see. One card for the outcome for you. That's too much, child. All right, so the world. So something does come to an end. All right, what comes to an end here? Okay, something that was unpromising. What's the... Ooh. So at first something looks bad. All right. Or they think something's bad. Oh my goodness. Thank you. What's the new cycle? So at first something looks negative. I'm assuming now it's positive. All right, dogmatic, observe. Yeah, there's Aries, money inflow. So in Aries, that's what I was saying. Something's odd about that. And Aries is receiving money, but they still wanted something to go bad for somebody else. Why? I don't know. All right, that ended up coming out. Okay. I don't be knowing, child, what people be thinking. I don't, that is one thing. If I was, you know, I don't know. I don't know. When I'm doing well for myself, I'm not really worried about what anybody else is doing personally, but that's just me. Okay, everybody's not normal. All right, Scorpio. Last but not least is the Scorpios. I'm going to timestamp it for y'all. All right, Scorpios. Hi to the weirdo on Twitch. All right, let's see. Chats are crazy everywhere. It's interesting. All right, let's see. So what's the overall energy for the full moon for you guys, Scorpios? This is the last one, y'all, so thanks for watching. Make sure y'all check out the website. All right, so what's the overall energy for the Scorpios here for the full moon? Wow, that just came out for literally like 10 of the damn signs. All right, so lust. So desire is something that you desire that could be attainable, or this is what people are talking about. This could definitely be happening because we got the moon in Pisces, and that is about our indulgences and things that we enjoy. Okay, I done said that about 50 times, so it's what they're out there. Everybody's not, you know, having sex and things, so there are other definitions for it. But what is the energy surrounding lust here? Let's see, what's the energy surrounding lust? We've got unexpected and smooth sailing. So we don't expect something to be easy. I think for Leo, Leo had lust, smooth sailing, and money inflow, I think. Yeah, do it solo for the money to be easy. Yes, that's my note for Leo. So you may have a Leo placement. So we're not expecting something to go easily. What was expected here? Other than clearly like something, obstacles or a blockage. What's unexpected here? So you can be like, oh shit, I didn't know that was that easy. Okay, yeah, dogmatic. Yeah, irony. So I feel like this is a belief system. Somebody thought something was going to be difficult. All right, so what's going easy here? What's the easy route? Okay, we got restraint and then sadness. Okay, so not being sad, calming ourselves down. Okay, we got relocate and focus. All right, yeah. So instead of like, okay, I'm not going to get sad. I'm not going to be upset about this. I'm going to focus. Okay. I feel like that was an easy thing to do. All right. I feel like too, instead of being in a scenario where somebody they had to hold themselves back from being sad, because relocate is different than transforming. Transforming would be like we're still in the same situation and we're changing it. In this case, it's like, okay, I'm not going to sit here and deal with something where I have to hold back tears or hold back sadness. I'm going to change my focus. I'm going to go focus on this. So somebody completely focuses on something different, that ends up being easy. Okay, so we're not expecting something to be simple. All right, what other energy should you be in here, Scorpios, for yourself? Okay, observe this then. Okay, so we're going to see what this is. So you need to observe. Pay close attention to this. So maybe you're not expecting something to be so smooth. You're going to notice that. I feel like, why is it smooth? It's because somebody they left something where they were going to be sad. So what was going to make them sad where they are? You got self-care and be different. So I feel like somebody was not able to literally be themselves. What did they decide to focus on here? So that goes smoother for them, or something is easier. Okay, time. All right. So they're just like, okay, bet I'm not wasting time here anymore being sad, or I'm going to focus my time on this, that, and the third. All right. We got intuition, rest, Capricorn, and community. So somebody's going somewhere else where they feel more comforted. They can be themselves. They're focusing their time on something else. Okay. All right, so what else do you need to observe here, Scorpio, when you're watching whatever you're watching? What do you need to notice? It could have, the only sign I pulled so far is Capricorn. All right, what do you need to notice? Secret. You rule secret. Okay, you're going to observe the secret to something. I feel like the secret is somebody left. They was like, I'm not dealing with this no more. What else is the secret to something here? We're going to see what somebody's intuition is telling them. All right, we got arrogant, honesty, and fantasize. So somebody may feel like they're too arrogant to be honest. What is intuition telling us here? It just depends. Okay, triggered and it's out of our hands. This was in another reading. I can't remember who I said this to, but we said that a Gemini was triggered because something was easy for somebody. So intuition knows, we know somebody's going to be triggered. What else is somebody triggered by? That they're not sitting around wallowing in sadness. The bright side. Somebody doesn't, an opportunity. Somebody doesn't want somebody to be like, yeah, I don't have to stay here. That's what it is. All right, so that's the secret to something, I'm assuming. But all right, let's see. We're gonna look at what you're observing. Let's see. Oh, you're pregnant by a Capricorn? Okay, I do get Scorpio and Capricorn together a lot. All right, so let's see. What's going on that we're looking at? What's the face value? The Nine of Swords did pop out. I didn't pull anything about anxiety or worry yet, but we do see that somebody did not expect something to be easy, so I'm going to keep it. They could have been worried that something was going to be difficult. All right, what else are you watching or looking at? It's like it's something that you're going to experience. Let me get 4 cards for that. Okay, you got the 7 of Cups. Oh, the High Priestess. All right, so there's the intuition. There's the secret, the 4 of Pentacles, the 10 of Wands. All right, so I feel like you're witnessing somebody following their intuition. That's literally what you're looking at. Okay. And so you need to notice. So the secret is arrogant and honesty. People are, maybe too many people are, I'm sorry, let me slow down. Somebody is too arrogant to listen to the truth, or somebody feels like they are above the truth. All right, the High Priest is also literally like, maybe this, this could be your first time watching readings or something, or something like that. But it's like you're watching somebody follow their intuition, literally. When somebody follows their intuition, what's the outcome for them? Ah. Hold on, y'all. We got the Two of Pentacles. Let's see what else. When somebody follows their intuition. Let's see. Oh, girl. I don't know. I don't know. Did I pull Gemini and Capricorn? Theirs was more so about getting money. They had desire to get money. All right, so let's see. What's the outcome of somebody following their intuition? When it's like you're watching this. Yeah, they're working. Okay, the Eight of Pentacles, or something works. Something is easy. Not easy, but like they're putting in work, or something's repetitive, is consistent. So they intuitively know what to work on or what to build up. Okay. Okay, what are you going to notice here with what you're observing? Interesting. The Five of Pentacles. So when you watch somebody follow their intuition or be intuitive, you're going to witness, like you're going to compare this to someone else, because I don't think that that's the same person. Yeah, there's the Nine of Pentacles, Five of Cups. So yeah, restraint from sadness. They're like, look, I feel like you may notice that other people stay in a sad, a sad situation. This person's like, okay, no, I'm just going to get up and go, or get up and leave. What's missing in the Five of Pentacles? You're going to see, I feel like you see something that other people don't see. What's missing for these people, or what do other people typically not notice? Let's see. Thank you for the compliment. Yeah, the Hierophant. I said that in a reading yesterday, that somebody has no authority over something, or no authority over themselves. Okay, here's the restraint and sadness. This is the thing, right? Something's like, I'm not going to sit in a place where I got to be sad all day. Why do I have to hold back from tears all day, or something? That's interesting. What else is the outcome for the High Priestess, or whoever's following their intuition? Yeah, Gemini and Sagittarius, and incomplete. So literally, they intuitively know they have to work on something or build on something. Fantasizing does not lead to the outcome. That's what's missing, is the work. So intuitively, somebody's like, okay, if I just sit here and I meditate all day, or if I'm manifesting all day, I still have to work. So that's what somebody is doing. They're building something, or they're actually working on something or creating something. They know that. They know that something's missing. And that's what I was saying about the Five of Pentacles. They're like, no, something's missing, or other people are missing something. What else is missing here? This is a lot of, I feel like I used all the little oracle deck. This is a lot. Yeah, transformation. That's what I said. Something's not changing. That's what I said in the beginning. That's the difference between relocate and transformation. You can't, I said that, I'm a beast. Relocate is an energy where you have to leave. Something is not changing where people are. Something doesn't change. They just hold back from sadness. So this is what you're supposed to notice, is that other people are sitting somewhere that in that element, something can't be transformed. It can't change. What is it? What is the current state of something? You're like, wait, nothing's changing. Why are they not changing? Yeah, something is not really the solution. What is it supposed to transform into? This could be like, yeah, blockage. There you go, Scorpio. Something's supposed to block you out, or what? I don't know if something's supposed to block you, but like I said, something unexpectedly goes smoothly. you do rule transformation, so maybe you're not there or something like that. This is the thing, like something's supposed to solve a problem, but nothing is evolving. Let's try to clarify, and that's what you're going to observe. I feel like somebody's like, okay, intuitively, this is what's going to fix it. Let me put in like the Eight of Pentacles represents tangible work. All right, that's not just sitting in affirmations and things like that. It's like actually like coming up with an idea and like doing something or studying something. The Five of Pentacles is just kind of just sitting there. Okay, let's see what else. So that's what you're going to notice. Like something is not, it's not changing. It doesn't change the outcome or it. So what's the current state of a scenario here in the Five of Pentacles? Okay, there's the Ace of Wands. So people get inspired. There's the lust. What do they get inspired to do? It's like we want something to change. So people get inspired to do what? The Five of Cups, sadness. So where somebody, it's like something here makes people sad, but they stay. And that part is never going to change. Something may make people sick. Something may be like, I don't know, you know, certain industries be watching. I don't want to say too much, but something does not help. Literally, something makes people sad. What makes them cry or what makes them sad? The Wheel of Fortune, time. So this would be like, this is like, damn, I'm 35. I didn't do this, and this yet. But I'm just going to stay here. Let me hold back my tears. But then there's a difference. Somebody else is like, okay, I don't like this. Somebody's like, I keep getting sad. Every time this happens, I keep getting sad. Let me go somewhere else. Yeah, something never changes. That's what's missing. So with fantasize, what do people fantasize about, or what are they trying to do? So people may fantasize about receiving money or trying to get money, but they never try. Maybe they don't try to find a solution. So somebody gets up and they leave. So where do they go here? We got relocate. Another person gets up and leaves. The other people kind of stay. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. They're like, I'm not going to be sitting there crying all day, or I don't know what that. It's like literally they have to sit somewhere and refrain from being sad or crying. Do people have to do that? Is it a mindset, or because there can be issues, there's situations where you don't have like a way out of something. It just depends. But like the things that you can leave are like bad relationships. Like you can leave a relationship, or it depends with career. You have to be logical. Like I would never advise somebody to just leave a job. You always have to have something else lined up, or savings, or like some sort of plan. So I would never, I'm not ever telling anybody to leave a job. But like if something is like, why am I sad and anxious every day going to work? Why am I depressed every day going to work? If you are in the state where you can change something, or like, why am I living in this expensive place and I hate where I live at, and I hate this house? Or it's like you can try to go somewhere less expensive, or at least if you're paying money, you would be getting more for like what you actually want. So that, I feel like that's what you're going to notice. It's like, why are we staying somewhere where we're crying? So what's able to make, I guess, what is somebody happy doing here? Because they're hoping for money, though. There's the Leo reading. We talked about the Leo having something easy to do, or something's easier for them. All right, so we got I talked about a Leo asking a Libra whether or not somebody loves them or cares about them. I don't know if this has anything to do with you, but we got a Leo having compassion for a Libra. They're like, okay, let me change. Like, I feel like somebody wants something to go from the 5 to the 6. So something's not going to change here. They got to get up and go somewhere else. So the solution, yeah, what is supposed to be the solution? That's the odd part. What's supposed to be the solution here? The Fool and the Three of Wands, maybe waiting. Maybe somebody's telling somebody just to wait. Let's see what else. What else is supposed to be the solution? Like, no, just be patient, or like holding your emotions. Okay, compassion. Yeah, I feel like in this case, compassion is not the solution. I don't know how, because remember, what are people fantasizing about, or what do they want is the Six of Pentacles. Somebody's like, oh no, be more loving or be more caring and it'll work out. Maybe that's what you're telling people, because if that's the truth, we all know that there's a lot of evil people that have a lot of money. So compassion is not, that's not a direct correlation to money, because that's what people are fantasizing about. And the solution is supposed to be love. Like, no, care about somebody else. Hold back your emotions and care about someone else. Oh, that's an interesting reading. All right, I feel like I was on that reading for a long time. What's the outcome for the Scorpios here? Let's see. It's out of your hands. All right, you're going to observe this. What else is out of your hands here? I don't know if you're trying to convince somebody of something or change their minds. You see something that they don't see. Yeah, you got to speak up, Aquarius. Have faith and bravery. Because, yeah. All right, you're going to see what that is. Okay. All right. Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate you. We go live every day, guys, if you're new to watching. The way that we do it is we go in order of first come, first serve in the chat. So if you want to watch early, put on, notifications or something like that. If you want personal readings, guys, you book them directly in my store. They're $33 and you get a 30-minute YouTube video. So it's unlisted. Nobody can see your video. If you're worried about that, I can always delete it after you watch it. You can ask up to like 4 questions will fit in 30 minutes. Yeah, if you join as a member, you can get a free question every month. That's private. So that's the $5.99 option if you want a monthly question and then you don't need like personal readings. What else? The other option, you can do the $29.99 option. You get both of these decks. All right, so I ship these decks to you and then you just switch, switch to the other option for your questions. Okay, they're annoying me. Because yesterday they were complaining, but today they want to give their little 2 cents. So I don't have time for that. But yeah, what else? Yeah, check out everything. I'm working on some cool stuff for y'all, for my Zodiac girlies. I cannot wait. I'm very excited about that. It's going to be very cute. And yeah, thank y'all for watching. I appreciate y'all. It's Friday, so have a good Friday. This week went by very, very fast. I was like, wait, is it Friday? It's going by fast.